Hello, everybody. Welcome to round one of the Open Angel Arena March Minor. We got Killer Pigeon here, who is
Hello.
gonna be helping me cast today. And so we are both gonna be learning about the current meta game as we go through this. But we do have 8 teams. It's gonna be a cool double elimination tournament, which is something new. So far, we have only done tournaments as a single elimination bracket. A double elimination always adds. I think it adds a lot. I always like double elimination a lot more. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Metagame has changed quite a bit, I would say, in terms of balance mostly. Like there's just a larger variety of heroes that are viable compared to last tournament. Because we have started doing some pretty drastic changes to the heroes. Like, for example, updating a lot of the level 25 talents to make them more viable, make their abilities just kind of scale a little bit better in various points, and just be willing to move away from Dota a little bit more. So, for example, you can see a Kunkka first ban. That's something I don't think anybody would have expected last time around. So we'll see how that works out. Yeah, notable heroes that I think are worth looking out for. Drow Ranger, her new ultimate is incredibly powerful in OA because you can, like, at level 6, you can just clear out camps so easily with her. Especially corner creeps are very valuable in that regard. And then there are just kind of like generally the big brawling team fighting heroes are very powerful. We have some fun talents in the game, by the way. I don't know if we're going to see them, but I feel like pointing them out anyway. For example, Techies. The mines, instead of giving 25 movement speed at level 20, at level 25, gain 200 movement speed. So you can kind of chase people down with them.
Why? Why would you? What?
Because the
Why?
hero's actually not that terrible anymore. Now that I made that change. You know.
But I don't think anyone unless you're like Cart or Slacks. I don't think you really care that the hero is terrible. Actually, Robot Vice as well. 3 people that care, Balmy. All right. I don't think you need to care to those 3 people out of all the Dota players.
I do. Look, everything we do in our life has to cater to Slacks. You know that. We all know that. You have to just accept that. We've got Oracle being banned out, Magnus and Elder Titan as well. So Magnus has always just been a strong pick, because the cleave is just powerful for farming in the early game, right? It especially works very well with heroes like Pangolier, right? Pangolier, you just put the cleave on him, then he dashes down a camp, easy clear. And then on top of that, of course, RP is just a very powerful effect. Oracle is kind of just strong, right? He doesn't really need anything in particular to be strong with. And yeah, Timbersaw, I'm actually really surprised by. I haven't seen Timbersaw played at all. Cool.
I mean, it's an interest. I think if the left side team are planning to go for something strength based, it makes a lot of sense. Like in general, you're talking about a hero that gives stat reduction. That's going to always be good.
Yeah, that's for sure. Omni Knight being picked first, not too surprising, right? In a game that's a lot about fighting, a hero like Omni Knight will just excel. Also, the Purification is that SW? Is that Purification? No, Purification is the nuke, right?
So Q is Purification, which is Heal Nuke. They changed Repel to Heavenly
That's what it's
Grace,
called. That's what it's called. Yeah.
which is insane in theory in normal Dota, but no one's figured out how to use it. I could imagine some dirty combos here.
Yeah, and also you have a lot more fights, and the fights are a little bit more predictable here. And then also the fights take a little bit longer. All of these factors, I think, make the ability just quite a bit more powerful. So Omni Knight, I'm not too surprised to see at all. Ancient Apparition being the last ban, which I would have been baffled if Ancient Apparition made it through. Ancient Apparition still so incredibly powerful. Yeah, so I want to quickly talk about the teams, which also kind of involves the first pick, Terrorblight here. Because we are looking at Alpha Boys versus, and what did they call themselves? Something Hero Puddle.
Alpha Boys, I'll pull it out there. Alpha Boys versus something hero.
Yeah, some Alpha Boys versus something Hero Puddle. Let me actually go ahead and put some text for that on the screen.
Puddle. There's Puddle as well.
Yeah,
The Puddle's hidden in the initial view. Goddamn.
So the thing about Alpha Boys is that Alpha Boys has been like a long-term competitive team that have just done very, very well in a ton of our tournaments, right? And they are just strong. Like they are just a really good team. Um, they are also playing with their full lineup here. And last tournament, I think, did they win? I'm not
I don't remember
entirely
if they
sure.
won or they came second. 'Cause it
Yeah,
was between them and the Russian.
yeah, I think the Russian team won, actually. I think Alpha Boys got second. I'm not entirely sure about that right now, but they got very high placement. On the other side, we have pretty much just like an all-star team of people coupled together. So we've got Satsa, Arkimo, Luma Master, Shu, and Nail. Anybody that like hangs around my stream or anybody that is involved with the OA community will recognize those names because they just play the game and they've been around for a long time. Various players from that team have won tournaments before, but they haven't played as this team before. So this team really just kind of cobbled itself together like 2 days ago. And they're just going to see how far they can get. Now, the interesting thing here is that in the previous tournament, Alpha Boys played against a lineup with a lot of players from Something Something Hero Puddle. And it was actually a really close match. Like, it was something where, honestly, it's one of the highlights of the tournaments. Alpha Boys versus, what was it called back then? Was it like, Open Tryhard Arena or something like that? OTA? Or was it something to that
Yeah, I
extent?
think it was OTA. I
Yeah.
remember OTA last time.
So, they like had a 3-game set where the second game was just absolutely incredible, beautiful comeback. And so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how this plays out. Now, the reason why Something Something Hero Puddle is called Something Something Hero Puddle is because the entire goal here is to hero puddle their way through the tournament. Which is why they insta-picked Terrorblade, because that's Arkimo's hero. Like, that's the only hero Arkimo plays. And then they've got Sven and Viper, which are just like super hero puddle heroes. On the other side, we have the Omni Knight and the Medusa, which are just kind of strong, solid picks. We've got a few more bands: Ricky, Phantom Assassin, Wraith King, and Faceless Void. I think that all seems very reasonable. Anyway, what's a hero puddle? A hero puddle is basically when you only play like 2 heroes. Like, you only know how to play 1 or 2 heroes. And, you know, like Arkimo is a prime hero puddle player because he like only plays Terrorblade in everything. So yeah.
Adds up. I'm pretty sure I recall last time being Arkimo's name, it was associated with the Terrorblade. I'm not sure if it was the other thing Luna. I think there was like 2 things he played.
He kind of generally likes illusion heroes or like, you know, like cancer heroes. You know what I mean, right? Like he also likes Arc Warden, or I think Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer was the big one. Like Phantom Lancer and Terrorblade are the 2 that he really likes to spam. Games not best of 3. We're gonna do best of 1 all the way until grand finals, and then grand finals are going to be best of 3. So this is just 1 match to see who moves on, and then the loser goes into the losers bracket. So if you lose, whoever loses this game doesn't get knocked out of the tournament. They just get put into the losers bracket, where they have another chance to continue. If they lose in the losers bracket, then they get knocked out of the tournament.
Then they suck, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, this is the beauty, though, right? This is why double elimination is so good. You know, if someone gets knocked out for 1 game, you're like, oh, they might have been good and we just didn't know. But when they lose twice, you're like, those guys definitely suck. And then you can just focus on who remains. You know,
Yeah,
there's no
right.
what ifs.
No, I love double elimination. I'm really, really glad we're doing that today. I always think those make for better tournaments, for better stories. Nothing is more beautiful than somebody getting knocked out in round 1 and then getting it going all the way to grand finals for losers bracket. Because here's the thing about losers bracket: if you're in loser bracket, the general rule of thumb is you have to play twice as many games to make it to finals, and that's rough. That's really rough. But you know, when you get to do it, it's awesome.
Hey, no, it's just warming up. You know, it's just more warm up game. That's
Oh.
how you gotta look at it. You know?
So we've got Bounty Hunter coming out. I think Bounty Hunter is a really interesting choice. So Bounty Hunter, of course, has been changed a lot in Dota. He's been adjusted in OAA to be, you know, like of similar caliber. So all of his abilities are properly updated. He steals a lot of gold every single hit. I think he steals like upward of 1,000 gold at max level or something like that. Yeah, he's a pretty nasty boy. And also, I think actually I wouldn't be too surprised if we see him played as a carry here. Probably like early support, early roam, and then transition into a carry. Because you can just crit people down so effectively with that ultimate. Now, it's something you don't see it used too much in regular Dota, although I think these days people are actually starting to play a little bit of carry bounty hunter as well. I have heard talks about it. But in OA, you can actually get a good amount of items, and then you get your bounty hunter, you put the ultimate on somebody, you get a confirmed crit every single hit. I mean, it's like a Bloodthorn, right? Except you don't need a Bloodthorn, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, so in standard Dota games right now, Bounty Hunter's kind of transitioning to that off-lane role where he can just kind of get some mid-game items and you ramp up the tempo. But yeah, I can imagine if you're hitting, or rather getting 1,000 gold, probably hitting ridiculous damage numbers when you max out your passive. This is more or less going to be like Sven is the old lady and Bounty Hunter is the mugger, right? In these scenarios, it's just going to be anyone on that team is just going to feel violated when they just look in their wallet. They're like, I saved up my money for months and then realize the bank ripped them off because they've just got no cash left.
Well, it's funny. I actually wouldn't be too surprised if this is a support Sven and not a carry.
Will definitely be the old lady being beaten up by the mugger.
Yeah.
That's 100% confirmed. Well, I mean, you know what you should do in this game, right? If you're going up to 1,000 gold steal on each hit for a bounty, you should give him like a Monopoly top hat. That kind of fits, right? Yeah. It's just like, yeah, I own a whole enterprise here.
We gotta also give him the monocle though. Like, I feel like it would fit as well. I mean, he's got the look for it. Yeah, no, but like, I think support Sven makes a lot of sense to me here. It's not guaranteed by any means, but support Sven is definitely a viable strategy. And also, you use the Aghanims to buff up the Terrorblade. And Terrorblade is a lot of base damage, right? Like, that's always his thing. The transformation gives some base damage. So, the Sven Aghanims providing additional a boost of that base damage is just very, very powerful. Invoker coming out last pick, so that's going to be interesting to see. We've also got an Ogre Magi, which I always like Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi is just a great kind of like early roamer. He just kind of like punches people a lot. And then we've got the last pick coming out from something Hero Puddler. Wonder what it's going to be.
Well, the interesting part is here is that they picked the Omni Knight early, but they haven't actually really comboed it.
Hey, look at that. Cool. Star Ranger.
Oh, there's a Drow. Now, this I can analyze this pick, folks. Drow just got a rework to her appearance. Look at the sharp, chiseled form of that beautiful Ranger.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That must be it.
It's got to be. I mean, as soon as they dropped the patch and someone took Mars, I was like, all right, I'm just going to take Drow. Everyone's like, it's a bad Drow game. I was like, yeah, but I mean, just look at the points. Look how pretty I am now.
Disregarding that, she also has a very powerful marksmanship. OA is, like very significantly about having a lot of resistances. Armor is very important. And it's also, especially in the early game, a lot about being able to clear camps quickly. Drow Ranger, as soon as she hits level 6, can go to the corner camps, one-shot those very, very easily with the marksmanship, which is a huge, huge boost in her farming speed. She can get generally like farming boots and clear out camps very easily. What you do with Drow Ranger is you buy Aghanims, which allows you to splinter your hits, and then you try to steal the enemy Ancient camp, which is actually very, very quickly, because each of the splinters from the Aghanims can also trigger the ultimate. So yeah, she is just kind of like a nasty hero. And in the late game, she just does a ton of damage because she ignores armor half the time.
Kind of wish there was an Ursa or a Husker on the other side. Wouldn't that be great? You just watch like the Ursa in the corner camp, just doing his work, and then casually a Drow walks in, just gets the final hit, and walks away.
Yeah. So Jinada at level 1 steals 60 gold, and at level 6 steals 2,400 gold.
Objection. These numbers do not seem reasonable to me, kind sir. These numbers are absurd.
No, I do actually have to admit, I think that one was actually still me.
You just sitting there like, yes, I'm gonna make bounty in my pocket hero. Yes, let's go.
Well, you want to make him be powerful, right? But yeah, the ultimate, of course, track, providing 30% movement speed and 240% critical strike on every single attack at max, is very powerful, right? And even just at level 3 with 200%, that's a strong ability.
Wait, is it percent or is it? It should be just base damage, right?
No, track. The ultimate is.
Track. Sorry. Oh yeah.
Correct,
Sorry.
yeah.
I was still looking at Janata. You moved
Oh,
on. And I was like,
yeah.
I just like those numbers are not okay with me. They're not okay about me. They're not.
I apologize.
They're
Don't worry.
dirty.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, in fairness, Drow's dirty too, just because that proc damage is gonna go through armor,
Yeah.
and considering how much armor people get in this game mode, yeah, Drow's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah, she definitely is going to be very scary. All right, we're just kind of waiting for the teams to get started here. Bounty Hunter should have been banned instead of Mars. Nah, he'll be fine. Bounty Hunter is a hero that I expect to perform well, but I don't think he's going to be particularly overpowered. I'm going to be interested to see who is going to be considered to be the main carry here, though. Probably just Medusa. Medusa is a hero that you can just kind of like leave in the back and have farm up. And then maybe use the Invoker to brawl. So generally, like, the meta game seems to be a lot about early game fighting. Generally what people like to do is have basically 4 heroes roaming and 1 hero farming. And you always got to figure out who is going to be the hero farming, right? Because you don't really want too many people farming, because if you do that, then you're just not really applying enough pressure and the enemy will just overwhelm you.
You know, you're not providing enough entertainment for us to talk about in the first one.
Yeah. All right. We're getting started.
Oh, there we go.
Finally.
And actually, Gaia have a lot of people who could farm efficiently, right? Like with the Viper, especially with the Nevertoxin, the Tide, with the way you can build in the Anchor Smash now.
Yeah.
In this game mode, especially, going to be insane.
Yeah, we can maybe like expect to see just a tad of like right click on the Titan's. I wouldn't expect to see him like go full right click, but like maybe pick up a casual sort of Desolator or Skadi or something, just to apply some effects. All right, we're going into the first duel here.
Well, let's see what's going to happen. Looks like Bounty's going to move straight up to the high ground, but decides against it. Realizes he's not that tanky to begin with and doesn't even have a style shield. He can lead the way. Omni Knight taking a lot of damage right now. They're going to try and jump on him. He's going to use the Purification, trying to move away. Arkamo already activating the Metamorphosis. Will be down to half HP and back up. He needs to stick the Sven and the Tide in front of him so he can just whittle away at their health pretty quickly.
Yeah, they've got the Ogre buff, which, in my opinion, always means that the longer the fight goes, you know, the more value you really get out of it.
Exactly, which means they're going to have to do something. Instead, they take control of the high ground. Wallet's going to try and move in, get stunned up. Purification not going to be enough to save his life by looks, but he tries to run away. Fairy Fire just about keeps him alive. Going to turn around. Cold Snap is on the Shusama, moving into the defensive area of his own abilities, but not enough. He will go down first. Wallet super low, but Arkamo, his Metamorphosis ran out. This is a little bit troublesome for the side of Dire. That's us still standing here, getting pretty low. Gonna try and move in. Nero does get stunned. Stunned onto 2, in fact, but Luma cannot save the life of his Tide. Instead, Nero gonna walk away, stays alive with the stick. Nice stick coming out. Will enable the kill into Nail, and now Panther gonna back up Arkamo and Luna Master.
They're all so low.
Yeah, but the Purification, the heals, and Arkamo, he's gonna get killed, but go down on Luma Master. Throws a stun across, but the snake ends his life too.
I just wanted to try and make sure that, you know, like he gets at least one more, but that fight was very, very well played from the Radiant. They've got so many heroes were on such low HP, right? But they expertly managed that, going in and out, making sure that, no, you're not gonna go ahead and just take this for free. And they only lost a single hero, despite everybody dropping so very, very low.
Efficiently played around that Purification.
Yeah, that was very well done. They maybe could have even been able to save the Omni Knight, but I think they were just a little bit too optimistic in how quickly they could kill the Terrorblade. That boy has a lot of armor.
Metamorphosis lasting such a short time is what really kind of screwed the pooch.
Yeah, he did activate that a tad bit early. So in the early game here, what we're going to see a lot is just rotating around, trying to get these creep camps. So you addressed the farming speed of a lot of these heroes earlier. And it's funny, people actually pick these fast farming heroes, not so much because they want to play them as a farmer, but because they actually want to play them as a roamer. Because if you can farm quickly, that means you can go over to the other side and steal their camps. Right? While a slow farmer can't really do that. A slow farmer can really just kind of like sit in your base and farm there. But a hero like a Viper can actually just steal enemy camps very effectively, which is very, very powerful.
Well, the irony is he's being stolen from in every regard. Omni Knight stealing away his last hits, and Honey just snatching the gold right out of his pocket.
Yeah, it's actually kind of a little bit troublesome for the Dire side already. You know, you can see just based on the movement here, there's so much aggression coming out from the Radiant that the Dire just doesn't seem to be ready to deal with. Like, they've got 3 heroes up at the top, just kind of walking
They
around.
look a little bit clueless, yeah. I mean, they're moving towards the Invoker, but there's no way you ever easily get that kill unless he screws up. He's got the Ghost Walk, and
Yeah,
where's your detection?
They could scan if it's off cooldown. No,
Yeah, but they can't get the bounty. Nicely done by Invoker. It might give his life for that bounty, though. He can't move away quick enough.
I think that's worth it, though. I think if you steal a bounty rune, that's definitely worth it. Now, by the way, this right here is what is often seen as like the sign that a team is destroying the other team. They got all 4 bounty runes. The Radiant, that is. That is not good.
Yeah. They did get killed on Omni Knight, but that's just a consolation prize. You know, I don't know what the stats are for this game mode on 4 bounty runes, but for a while in Dota, it was a 100% win rate at one point, one patch, if you got all 4 bounties at the start of the game.
It's probably not that extreme,
insane.
but the bounty runes do matter a lot. They do scale very, very strongly, and they are kind of
Oh no.
meant to be a little bit of a comeback factor. The problem is you can't come back with them if you're not going to be able to pick them up. So Radiant side, making sure to secure them is very, very strong. Oh, Nail. That's a shot spawn right on him.
He was okay with that. Omni Knight was pressuring him pretty hard, but they're just diverting so much attention. It just feels like P3K, he's just got his value out of this game so far. He's dragging so much attention onto him.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the minimap again, right? The yellow heroes, right? The Dire side, they just all cornered. They cornered so much. That's a real problem. You even got Invoker right here, actually scouting out that Nail is farming this corner camp, and I'm sure they're going to be moving heroes in to deal with that. So these corner camps are really important. A corner camp in OA is basically a creep camp that's an ancient camp, but it's only a single one of them. And that single one of them is very powerful and also very, very valuable, both in gold and in experience. So Nail is currently trying to farm this. And we've got Volix just kind of hiding nearby, waiting to snipe it out. Now, Volix can do a few things here, right? He has quite a few options. He can either say, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and try to kill Nail while this is happening, and then take the creep myself. Or something that's actually just as valuable, simply sitting next to it and leeching the experience, or trying to go for the last hit. And he gets it. That is really big, because Volix didn't just steal a little bit of money. He got 775 gold.
I thought he was actually going to try and snipe the kill as well, because Nail's pretty low, but there's definitely more gold than just getting the hit on the creep instead.
Yeah, you gotta go for, you know, what you can get. Whatever is the most valuable steal you can. It's gonna go ahead and steal another 120 from Nail, just with a quick little stab of that Ginada.
Oh, final hit comes through. Nope. Just about gets out of range of that sentry. We'll salve up Volix. Living life on the edge, but he's stealing away so much gold from these carries on the yellow side.
On the other side, you know, you've got the Medusa doing the same thing the Nail is doing, except Panta has not been interrupted, and he's level 8. He's got face boots, he's got Crystallis, he's looking nice and strong. They've got
It's not just the levels though, it's the gold.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a dirt poor Drow and Terrorblade.
Yeah, they're not doing that well. And we've got our first capture point here. So the first capture point always kind of spawns in your base. Like, it's always in the same spot. You just take it, you get yourself a core, which you can then use to build your boots. This is really, really crucial that they get this quickly. Now, it's basically guaranteed that they get it. It's impossible. I would actually say it's impossible to steal the first capture point from the enemy team, because it's in their base. And
yeah, but you can delay it pretty well. I mean, that was a nice move coming out from Omni.
And that's actually a really big factor, though, because the further this is delayed, the later they get their boots. And the boots are really, really, really important, you know? You need to get mana boots ticking on this man. You need to get the Drow Ranger with some treads going, but they can't even afford those boots yet. Even if they do have the core, but they don't have the money to finish the boots. That's a little bit tragic right there.
Definitely problematic. Already a decent gold lead building for the side of Radiant, and it's not just the gold, it's the XP. Like, the XP is noticeable. You already mentioned Dusa, but even this Omni Knight, who spent a lot of time just running into the arms of his enemies, is sitting at level 7 compared to the highest, which is level 5 on the Drow.
Yeah. Something I think
and now, oh god, Tide, he's gonna go down maybe. They need one more touch. Can they get it? They're gonna keep him alive though with the Warcry. Gets out of range. They can keep tracking. Sunstrike comes through, but dodged out. Satsa knew it was on its way.
Yeah, he definitely saw that one coming. Very smart. Something I think is really interesting about the Omni Knight is actually maxing out the Heavenly Grace. Not going for Purification here. Which is really what I thought we were going to see. But it's been working, so, you know.
You hit so hard. Like, there's been an argument about this recently. Even in my pub games, I'm getting flamed when I try and do this. And it's basically because it feels more mana efficient, but at the same time, it's kind of that constant uptime. The bonus damage, because you are Strength Hero, and you can't underestimate half of the duration of any stuns on you. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I mean, it's also a 200 HP heal, effectively.
Yeah, the numbers are really close. So, like, you theoretically put out more nuke damage because Purification hits someone in return. But it's just, you've got to argue, in the duration of Heavenly Grace, I'm going to get similar heal. But will I then also get more damage out from my right clicks?
Oh, they're going to go ahead and...
Am I going to get low? And Shusama, he just melts like an ice cream in the morning sun. Luna going to move away. Satsa going to run the other way as well. But they're going to keep on chasing. The tracks are on them. They'll see Satsa. They hit pretty hard with this Medusa. That's going to be a double kill for Panther. Daedalus already completed along with the MKB. He's a spooky man. And Bounty Hunter hanging around. Going to be rooted up. The Atos Warlex will die for his greed.
You can really tell that it's not just about the kills. Like, the score is actually pretty even. It's 10-8. It's not that crazy. But if you look at net worth, there's a almost 30,000 lead for the Radiant. They've just been so good at securing things around the map. They've been so good at taking every tiny advantage they can to just...
And now they're moving to secure the high ground pretty quickly here. They're going to start. Luma goes down, throws out the stun, but not quick enough to save his own life. Shusama running away as quick as he can. Narkmo, his Metamorphosis will run out soon. They'll throw out the Viper Strike, but Shusama will be melted through the entirety, in fact, of the Dire side, unable to stand up against the tanky, overwhelming power of the Radiant.
Oh god,
this is getting messy.
That Medusa with the big rampage, man. That's just rough. Oh, I don't even know what they can really do at this stage. I mean,
or they can die. That's an option right now. Is there's a double kill for Warlex? You're gonna chase him for more. This Booty Hunter needs more cash.
Oh yeah, he wants that money.
He's gonna be able to find it.
Yeah, I mean, look at how rich he
Shusama,
is.
where you going?
Oh.
Screw it. Bounty's like, screw your rampages, Medusa. You've been farming all game. I'm earning my kills. Down the front line, stealing gold, just stacking it up. Already 20,000 net worth.
I wish there was a gold stolen statistic for Bounty Hunter.
There probably will eventually. It depends if they keep that change, because I know there's a lot of kind of controversy around whether that was a good introduction to Dota.
Well, I gotta say, I personally am not the biggest fan of it. But if they keep it, I would really like to see just kind of like a little bit of a statistic there. You know, like, tell me. Oh, Warlex kind of trying to run into 4 heroes here.
Well, I got a stat here for you, Nail. First person to die to a neutral this game so far. There you go.
Oh, that's a big oof.
Well, you know, Evoker, he's trying to tickle for the kill, couldn't get it. Ogre, gonna stand up against his stun's coming out. 5 getting pretty low. They've already lost Satsa. Now Shusama will go down to the big crits as well. Uma next on the hit list. And they just cannot be anywhere on this map right now. Dire is struggling hero after hero to just stay alive.
That Bounty Hunter is just crazy. I mean, he's just absolutely overwhelming. Every single thing he does seems to be working. And now they're going to go ahead and take down the first boss here. Nice and early. I mean, that's a proper tier 1 as well. Didn't even start with the base boss. Actually, I think they did start with the base boss. Okay. Well, they did kill a base boss first. But yeah, Bounty Hunter is just nasty, you know? Like, he does so much damage. You can really see the power of the track. And look at his item build. You know, Desolator, Monkey King Bar, maxing them out first as well.
I love the Satanic as well, just leaving himself practically unkillable with the BKB. I don't see any way that they get through him in time.
No, I don't really know what they can do about him. Alright, like, he just needs to get a single hit in, and he's going to be full HP again. And on top of that, he's got an Omni Knight in the back, just kind of keeping him going. It's funny, I thought the big star of this match was probably going to be the Invoker, you know, because that's what Invoker does. Invoker is always kind of like the center of all attention. But I really feel like we've got Warlex kind of doing a very, very good job at carrying.
He's going to continue to do so. Moon over to Nail. Needs to get rid of him before he can finish that creep. And see you later. There was a race there. Who will get one hit first? The corner creep or the Drow Ranger?
By the way, I do want to go and give a shout out to Nail. I think Nail made 100% the right call, right? What Nail was there to do was try and steal that corner creep. And he was dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Instead, he got nailed against the wall and just ripped apart. Now Luma will join him in the grave alongside the Tide as well. Nowhere you can be right now. As Tornado come through, connects on the multiple heroes, brings Shu Sama down into a mess. They're going to try and stand up and just farm. In the meantime, Viper just throwing his corpse in there to secure farm for Arkemo, but now Arkemo in trouble. Running down, Wollex going to get him, and turns around for the Tide kill as well. Hello, goodbye. Have you met your Lord and Savior? No, the devil, in fact. Wollex on this bounty hunter.
And look at how he's sitting there. He's waiting for his next prey. He's the apex predator here.
I mean, he might be the apex predator, but right now,
oh no,
I feel like Dire getting ready to convert to some sort of religion and pray to their gods because they need something to deal with this monstrosity of a bounty. He's going to run in.
4 heroes.
Ravage, stunned up as well. He's got his
Can he get him?
He's got the satanic
Disarm.
Can he get it? He needs to heal up. There it is. He's going to get the damage return pushed away. Trying to cut him out right now. Still silenced up. He'll finally fall. They put a lot into that, but Ogre just going to run in suicidally. Says, okay, I'm dead. No way out of this. If my bounty hunter dies, so do I.
Man, that's crazy that they took that much to take down this bounty hunter. But I love that they were willing to do that, right? It's just like, okay, we gotta kill this bounty hunter. What do we have? Ravage? All right, go. Yeah, sometimes that's just what it takes. And getting a kill like that is not only, some decent value, right? Like that's quite a bit of money and experience for the team.
No, please.
Also good for morale. You gotta make sure that you actually.
I mean, it's
feel
good
like
for
you can
morale,
kill them.
but then even after that, he comes out and does that straight away again. You can't be feeling good about this. I mean, yes, you killed him once, but now your Ravage is on cooldown. That's the only reason you got him last time. Now he's gonna come get you. His teammates here as well. Shu Sama trying to move away is gonna be slowed down. The Skadi is online and it hits pretty hard. Satsa gonna move away, tries to get out of the ice wall quick enough. BKB activated. Wollex chasing on Arkemo. See you later, Terrorblade. Now they'll take your corner camps. They'll be able to take your bosses as well. It's just a game of avoidance, unless you've got Ravage right now for the Dire side.
Yeah, they can't take these fights. Like that's a big thing here. I feel. They keep trying to somehow, defeat the Radiant in a fight, but it's just never gonna happen. The problem is that if they don't fight, they're going to just continue to fall further and further behind. Not in gold, not in experience. That doesn't matter, but in course. The Radiant have taken every single tier 1 that's available on the map, except for the bases, right? Like, except for the ones that they can't really take. That's rough, because now the Dire side is looking at a situation where they're gonna just have a difficult time
Anta?
advancing at all.
Anta doesn't hit that hard. He didn't respect the neutrals, and neither did Invoker. Whoops. They'll be able to finish it, but I mean, that was more than anything. That was just Panther being lazy.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta be a little bit careful with these bosses, They do a lot of damage. In the meantime, I like what the... Oh?
Mercy, please. Luma's trying to run away, but Wollex will get him. Just walk it off. Oh. It's like you don't even need to talk about me. If you see Wollex moving on the map, you know what's coming next. It's going to be pure murder. He's getting ready to go on Arkemo next.
Even drop this
blinks
boots.
in. There we go. Going to hit him pretty hard. Thunder's going to come out. Wollex disarmed. Needs to actually heal up. He can't. The Ravage coming out. Going to get pretty low. Trying to heal up, but it won't be enough. He will fall. Ogre is trying to run away, but the Atos is going to come out. Locks him on the spot. Slow down by the Skadi. He knows he has no choice but to turn around and accept his fate.
Nice. Nice. That was well done. I like that. I like that they got Hammond's Halberd. I like that they are getting some of these nice supporting tools that will actually help shut down the bounty hunter. It's... Yeah, it's just really rough, Like, I feel like the bounty hunter isn't really properly respecting them at this stage. Like, he's not scared of them in any way. And whenever you get to that point, it becomes really, really problematic. Also, tier 2 goes down. The capture points are coming out. I love that. Look at that. The Dire side get all 5 heroes on that capture point to get it as quickly as possible. Because they really, really need this. If they don't get this capture point, they can probably just GG out.
Hands are just together like, please quickly, please quickly, please quickly. They're like, is Wollex around? If he comes, we could kill him again. Uh-oh. He needs to get away, actually. Gonna be slowed down with Skadi. Yeah? Wollex made a big mistake. BKB activated, though, and the crits are too big. Trying to move away. More sentries go down, and there's your final hit.
Nice. Yeah.
He's getting too greedy now. This is rinse, repeat each time.
Yeah, at this stage, you really can't just run in on your own. Like, it's not gonna work. You're strong, but you're not strong enough to take on 5 heroes. That's something you can do in the early game, you know? Like, all of the, like, one-shotting and being the one hero that will really be able to take on an entire team, that's something that happens in the early game. You can't do that mid and late game, because simply the heroes just become too powerful. Oh, we've got a 4-on-4 and a 1-on-1. 1-on-1 is going to be Medusa versus Luma Master. So we don't need to look at that one. Medusa.
Yeah, Luma's dead. Let's look at the main fight. Bye, Luma. And so in the main fight, they're actually going to try and split this up. Move up to the high ground. Stuns coming out in the Drow. Going to move in. But the Ecto's locked in place. BKB activated. Wallets moving through. Looking at Archimo next. Needs to get rid of him before he can get out of the Sunder. The BKB runs out. And he'll be able to. The bash is enough. That's going to be chased down as well. Locked on this spot. Can't get away. No Ravage. He already used it in the previous fight outside the arena. And that was a fatal error for them. Now going to come back to this fight, going to go straight in. Ogre tanking everything. They move in pretty fast. Medusa wants to get on the center to make sure they can't capture it. Stuns come out into Archimo. Going to try and lock him in the spot. He gets the Sunder out. Wallet's going to start to heal up. Way too much damage, way too much heal. They'll be able to take control of the point, and there's nothing that Dire can do because Nail is running for the high hills, but... Oh, Panther! He was so close to having that. The arrow was about to connect with Nail's face.
Yeah, it wasn't quite enough, but... Damn, that sucks. That sucks a lot. They were so close to actually getting themselves a good kill right there. Like, that boss kill is important. It's a good one, right? Definitely worth going for. And instead, they get nothing.
They get diddly squat in the end, and I mean, this is all comes down to that Ravage, you know? The cooldowns aren't independent in duel versus outside here. And if they want to make that play on the outside, they've got to be willing to accept the repercussions when they just hop into the arena.
Medusa level 25. So she finally got her talent. Hasn't skilled it yet for some reason, but that's definitely a big deal as well. You know, getting the level 25 for Medusa always makes a massive difference, especially since her entire build is just based around being level 25. You know, she's got 5 out of 6 of her items all trigger on the split shot now.
Not just that, Omni Knight, he's got the Heavenly Grace cooldown talent now, which is pretty insane, actually. You can almost have 2 active at once with the Heavenly Grace now.
Yeah, well, you absolutely guarantee one of your heroes is going to be Heavenly Grace at all times.
The other thing to keep in mind is that is a Dispel, so you can get rid of stuns on people. And stunned up, locked on the spot, Luma trying to move away, but guess who's arrived? He wants your booty, and he's going to get it.
Ooh, he even got himself the 90 additional gold steal. He wants to take their pocket money, alright? Bounty Hunter is the schoolyard bully. That's what he's about.
It's going to be worse when he gets to 25. I don't know if he needs the 3,000 track gold.
Oh, no,
I think maybe you go for the evasion.
I think you do go for the evasion. It's going to be much, much worse once Bounty Hunter gets level 28. Level 28, he can skill his Jinada again, which means he's going to be stealing 1,290 gold every time he triggers.
Money, money, money is all I'm hearing right now. Look at this. Dire, they managed to be on the other side of the map. They can finally get an objective, but Radiant is running as quickly as possible.
Yeah, Shu, I like what Shu is doing here. No, they probably can't. I also like what Shu is doing. Like, Shu is positioning himself between the objective and the enemy.
He's a sacrificial lamb, but Satsa can't get out either. Whoops. Archimo feels like he should be doing something because he used the Metamorphosis, but there's nothing here for you. Just go back, farm, try and keep yourself in this game because that gold lead is not decreasing at any point.
Well, we are getting to a point where the Dire side here is actually starting to get some key elements online as well, you know? You've got the Viper, it's level 22, level 25 Viper Strike silencing is a really, really big deal. Because it's a true silence. You cannot dispel it, you cannot get rid of it, you cannot really prevent it. I guess Linken's works, but other than that, there's nothing you can do about it. And that's very powerful. You've got the increased stun duration coming up on the Sven, which is nice as well. And, you know,
but I get a chance to get to that because Panther's moving in again. He got to the center of the fight. Now you're in trouble, Shusama. Will be the Sacrificial Lamb. They actually used the GA just to ensure that the Nail can't hit into them. They're going to back up. They want to secure this boss. They might be able to do it now. That's a lot of crits. That's a lot of attack speed in general.
I like the copy pasta in chat right now. I don't know if you're seeing this, but spam this winner to make Nail a winner. That's a good one.
You can give him your energy, you can give him your power, but he's feeling pretty powerless in this game right now. Sitting as a third. in terms of lowest net worth heroes in this game right now. I mean, he hits for a decent amount, but I'm just concerned about not how much damage he can put out, how much damage he can receive right now, which is still not a lot.
I think that the Dire side, what they should do is they should try to go for these big power spikes. That's always something that's very important, and it's always like it helps because it's like a clear goal in mind. You know, I always think mentality is very crucial as well. But you've got the Terrorblade, you know, like minus 35 seconds Sunder, so 5 seconds Sunder cooldown is nice. Like that's just something that helps a lot. Right, you've got the Sven, who's going to have an additional stun duration in a second. All of these things are not going to win you the game, but at least they'll give you some new tools to work with, because you need those really, 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 really badly. Also, Sven stun with additional duration is actually kind of nasty. It's like 3.5 seconds.
It's pretty brutal, but you've still got to deal with the Heavenly Graces. And the other thing to look at here is if more people build BKBs, remember that you can't Sunder through Magic Immune anymore, which is the big deal.
Oh, can you not do that anymore?
No. So if the target has a BKB active, you are not going to be sundering them. They made that change a few patches back. They make it in 7.2, I think, because they realized, hey, this is a little bit busted. This guy has just basically taken a BKB target and screwed him.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough, honestly.
I think the big problem I see here is just like when I look at Dire right now, I'm not really sure who your successful frontline is, right? Oh no, we got the BM walls coming in.
That's definitely a BM wall. That thing doesn't do anything. It's just gonna get killed too.
But it's like you just look at the lineup, right? Who's your tanky dude here? Who's on your front line? Tide? We've seen how quickly Tide dies in the face of the Medusa. Right now, you know what this feels like, Bammy? This feels like the Dota chess level 1 Tide Hunter against like level 3s, right? Where you're like, please just blow your Ravage before you die. Please just use your Ravage.
He never does. I don't even put down level 1 Tide Hunter anymore, honestly. You know, unless you need the synergy, like
yeah,
skip
Hunter
that boy.
synergies, come on.
I mean, come on, the current meta game, it's all about that Naga synergy, dude. People are just spamming these dumbass mages, fucking Razors, so overpowered.
I mean, I was doing mage before like they started moving this mainstream, so now I'm annoyed about the Naga. So you just go back to Hunter. I mean, Hunter has so many like S or A tier like pieces anyway. So
yeah, Hunter's very strong. It's just got a bunch of really nice units.
See, guys are like, oh, why are these nerds talking about Dirt Chess? Hey, it's relevant. Hey. We got hunters in this. We got Tide Hunter.
we got Bounty Hunter.
You got the Medusa. Look at this.
Jar Ranger's a hunter.
Yeah, there you go. We've already got some hunters in. Nice.
What synergies do we have here? We've got Viper as an assassin. We've got Bounty as an assassin. There we go.
We don't have.
We don't quite have this.
Sadly.
Yeah, we're missing one, but you know we're trying.
We'll make exceptions.
We've got some
no
knights.
mages though.
We've got one knight. Sven would be a knight.
We've got one. We've got Demon Hunter.
Oh, they're gonna go in.
Chusama. Oh,
they're not gonna go in. Oh no. Oh
where did you go? Oh, Ravage coming out. They're trying to jump in. There's a refresher as well. Throw out the second one. Medusa getting pretty low. She can't get the Stone Gaze out. She was way too greedy. She's gonna go down. And now Silent Stop. Omni Knight can't do anything but move slowly.
Oh, the disarm.
Oh, nice big move by the Invoker. Gonna come in though.
Oh, the disarm.
Light's going down.
The second one.
Not doing a decent amount. Omni Knight just trying to stand his ground, but gusted again. Homer silenced here. Now they're going to move into Archimo. Going to be stunned up. Dagon gets him low.
Oh, the multi-cast.
See you later, Mr. Terrorblade. No Sunder opportunity for him. And now Nail. He's going to be ran down as well. Nero just gets right on top. And they're trying to deal with the Bounty Hunter quickly. But he can heal up because Shusama's standing right next to him. There it is coming out. Big Satanic heals. This is not how you deal with a melee hero. Not by standing right next to him. Shusama, he's still alive.
He's still standing.
What's going on right now? Panther has finally arrived. Stone Gate is activating Nail. He can't do anything but die. Just in time for the duel, they are going to wipe the entirety of Dart. No,
oh, no!
One hero makes it away. But when he comes back, there's going to be a tear in his eye. There's a refresher. Satsa wants to go again. Has the Ravage to work with. Going to have to use it pretty quick. Getting low. Ravage does come out. They're on the high ground. There's the use of the Guardian Angel to protect on the Medusa. Can't kill with Nail. Trying to get through this. Going to get a low, but she's going to start to heal up. Needs to use the Satanic. Hasn't actually used it yet. Nail. Not enough missed chances to keep him in this. He will finally go down. And with that, Dire have no damage left. Shusama goes down. It's going to be a rampage from the Medusa. And it's going to be another one as well. Actually, no, Warlex gets the final hit, and Panther, he cleans it up again as they come back. Luma dies twice. Tear in his eye. What am I meant to do? You're meant to die.
Damn, that's a real shame. I mean, honestly, the Invoker carried the Radiant side there super hard. I don't feel like we have seen a lot of Invoker this game yet. He's been mostly like a background character who's been helping, but he hasn't been like the star for a fight. Well, that was his fight. Because Nail was on top of that capture point, ready to attack with nobody in front of him. But he was disarmed for like 15 seconds. He couldn't do anything. He just stood there waiting for the disarm to wear off. And that's just absolutely tragic. I mean, that's why you need a BKB. I'm sure we'll see one coming out soon.
I mean, it's tragic back and forth. The Omni Knight, did you see him cast a spell in that? No, you didn't. Because he was perma-silent.
Yeah,
because
that's
they
rough.
took the gust duration.
Yeah, and the cooldown reduction, you know? Like, that shit just lasts forever and doesn't really have any cooldown. Gust is a very powerful ability, and it's also incredibly helpful for getting people off... Getting people off the capture
Follow that
point.
sentence up, otherwise getting people off is
Yeah,
not...
no, sorry. Got distracted for a second. It's just got a text. Don't worry, I got it. No, it's really important for getting people off the capture point, right? Like, that's incredibly helpful because that creates pressure. You need to be threatening to actually capture the points. I'm surprised that they're sticking in this, and I think that's cool. I like that.
They're going on Panther right now. He really uses the Manta as well, so he can't get out of the silence. Finally going to be able to. Doesn't use the Stone Gate, stunned up.
Oh, they got an Aghanims!
Not enough. The Ravage good enough.
Oh, look at him!
Well, locks them on their spot, and they just wipe them.
Spam that Rita, boys! Spam the Rita!
And everyone's just going to be questioning where the hell was Ogre and why was he attacking the boss in the bottom left quadrant?
Spam this Rita to make Nail a winner.
It's working.
Yes, it is.
Your wieners
They're gonna get it. They're gonna get it too. Nice. Yeah, like this is the big thing. They finally, after hours it seems, got an Aghanims on this man. Right, that's what I talked about during drafting. Like, it's just so much damage, really. So Alkimo just ran around by Rupture. Feels bad, man.
Whoops. Whoops.
Oh, that boss got some kills. Oh, that's...
Neutral's
that's
a bigger enemy than Radiant now. Uh-oh. Luma, gotta be careful, buddy. No, on the high ground. There you go.
Oh, they're getting
Good
fucked
job,
up by this
Lucius.
boss. Oh, there's a problem.
I don't think they're doing this right now. They need to get out. The problem is people are coming in as well. Disarm's gonna get out. Wollex has got his BKB for 8 seconds. Nice Death and Blast to cover him. No, Wollex, no! He can't hit off the Satanic. Dagon coming out. Gonna get Sven low, but he stays alive. Now they get turn around Sky Slope. Along with the Shivas as well on De Niro. He can't move away quick enough. Guys, Grief will allow him to actually debuff it off now. Now, Panther going to work the BKB admin. Arkimo, he can't do anything but die. Sansa
so
will be able to move
close.
away, but guess what? They might just go and steal Lucius. How brave are they feeling? No, Nero. It's okay. It's okay. Rupture doesn't kill you. Remember.
Yeah, doesn't do that anymore. Which is really weird if you ask me. I don't really know how I feel about that.
Bloodseeker definitely wasn't buff with these changes. That's all I'll say.
Yeah,
Bloodseeker
that's for sure.
I mean, that hero is freaking terrible. Like, he's complete dog. Gonna try and actually secure the Temple Guardians now. And I don't think that I want to come out and play. They've at least kind of cauterized the wound. I think we've stabilized around the 725,000 net worth mark. But the XP just keeps increasing.
That was a really quick kill on a very difficult enemy. These guys do a lot of damage.
I don't think they're finding anything difficult right now.
Yeah, that's true.
They've almost won.
Yeah, only 5
Another
more points to
murdering
go.
animals as well. I mean, come on.
I think they just killed a tier 5. Tier 5s are worth 2 points. So they should actually, like, yep, they get 2 more points right there. So this is nearing a very dangerous final duel very, very quickly here.
I mean, what's the big items you can go for if you're on the die side right now? Maybe the Blade of Judecca, another level on that. I don't think that's going to make much difference, though.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps, but I feel like I'm so surprised to see Nail not just have a casual BKB. Right?
Yeah.
That's just like buy the BKB, put it in the backpack, drop boots during duels. That, like, you don't even have to go as far as, like, which is what I think you should do, and just have a BKB, drop the boots entirely. You don't really need them, right? But even if he's not willing to go that far, at least have a BKB in your inventory. You're gonna regret it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about where he's gone far. He's gone far away from safety. He came across to the Radiant side of the map. He saw everything.
It's so rough. Every time you run into the bounty hunter, you just leave with no money. Like, he just stole all of Nail's pocket money.
I mean, this is the other thing as well. Even if you had a BKB in that scenario, you've got an Abyssal sitting on this Bounty Hunter. He's going to stun you regardless. That's the rough part.
Yeah, but
and
at
here
least
we
it
go.
helps against Invoker and Ogre Magi. You know, they are heroes that it's good against. That tower.
Looks like it's duel time.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can't afford to lose this. What's the big play? They've got the Ravagers out the ready. They're going to need them.
Oh, they activated all the
Anton on high
buffs
ground.
really early.
Oh, and they're putting down towers as well. Keep an eye on everything. Now they're going to move in. Reflection comes out. A lot of damage being done right now. Down to half HP. Starts up. There's the Ravage. Finally gets it out. Going to try and go with the
Gets the
Refresher.
second
The
one.
Devon Blast pushed it away. Continue to do so, so you can't actually throw it out right now. Doesn't matter though. It's not enough. Even when he got it out, it didn't make a difference. They will be obliterated by the side of Radiant.
Damn, Alpha Boys takes it pretty convincingly. But I think I gotta give some props to something Hero Puddle right there. You know, they gave it their best shot and they didn't do that badly. There was definitely a moment in the middle there where I felt like they had at least like a tiny bit of a chance, and that's more than most teams can say.
Yeah, the window was definitely focused around exploiting the cockiness that was coming out essentially from the Bounty Hunter, where he kept playing alone, and he fed over a lot of crucial deaths to his opponent at that point. But it seemed like after they got those kills, they never really flipped it into any objectives. They were still too scared of the rest of the side of Radiant. Well, that does mean
That
they go down to the loser bracket. That's right. That's right. Look, we usually call it a lower bracket because loser bracket is kind of demeaning. We save that for the true losers. Those are the ones that aren't even the lower bracket anymore. Those are the ones that are gone.
well,
Have they got an opponent yet, though?
I don't think so. No, I don't think they have an opponent yet. We gotta play out some matches in the winners bracket first. And then the losers bracket is currently still... There's still a game going on. We can jump into that one really quick, I believe. That's just actually the game that I originally wanted to spectate, but it started a little bit late.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wait, let me give you party leader. And then
There we go.
I can just be lazy. It's good.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. No, right now we had 2nd seed versus 7th seed. So, you know. But now we're actually going 4th versus 5th. So this should theoretically be the two most evenly matched teams in this early round, and I think we'll see how they perform here, right? Like, I'm not sure how far along the game is. Oh, look at that! That's actually a lot more even. You can tell right away.
It is indeed. I mean, the score is definitely favoring Radiant, but there's not a huge gold lead in it. I believe XP is... Well, I mean, Radiant has quite a decent XP lead, if I'm being totally honest.
Pretty significant one, and that's actually kind of a big deal. Using Troll Warlord here, so that's going to be interesting to see. You know, he's got that new Battle Chance, which is an interesting ability. On the other side, we do have a level 48 Terrorblade as well, though. So that's definitely something to keep in mind here. It's not entirely one-sided, right? And it's actually a game where we do see a Timbersaw. Oh, I'm excited for that. I wonder how that's going to play out.
He's a 47 himself, so...
Yeah, high level. Timbersaw, I think, actually really wants to get that level 49, right? Level 49, you get your maxed out ultimate. That's a big deal, and I wouldn't be too surprised if that's going to be a priority for this guy right here. He's got a Blink Dagger. Interesting item choices. Kaya and Sange, you know, going for that damage output. Got an Aghanim Scepter online. And those Chakrams, they just deal a lot of damage. So what do we have in terms of teams? We've got a Kunkka, we've got Timbersaw, Oracle, Troll Warlord, and a Bane, which seems to be some sort of weird DPS Bane with Abyssal Blade and Ethelons. Which that should allow him to actually cast Abyssal Blade from quite a while away, which is an interesting idea.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, look at that cast range on the Abyssal Blade. That's kind of funny.
Interesting that he didn't go for attack speed, though. I think that would have been pretty useful.
So I gotta go ahead and update the teams really quick.
You go for it.
Yeah,
they're just hitting bosses right now. It's all good.
We got the team on the left is Kindergarten, and the team on the right is Chatterjee Strategy.
We're going for... He's actually going for the Lucian. Okay.
Oh, actually, let me go ahead.
They're not really... I don't... Guys. Radiant, please. This is not how you do... The Guardians are not dying. This is not how you do it. Alright, there we go, Troll, finally. I feel like you could have literally just waited until Troll arrived and spent your time doing something else in the meantime. But he's here now. Hoping that one day AM will be buffed. Not this day, though. Meanwhile, Dire side have invaded. That is, guys, look at that. That's how you clear a boss. Quickly. Efficiently. Not dyingly. Like, your troll almost
Yeah,
died.
this situation up here has been a little bit of a mess. You know, like, we actually, we actually just saw, Alpha Boys take down this exact same boss, and they just took it down in like a split second.
Right now.
Whereas I'm looking at Radiant's side, and it's just all the damage to a troll. No one else really provides it. There we go, though. The Timber, when he gets on heroes, that's the difference.
I gotta admit, this is actually the first time I've seen Timbersaw. Like, last I know, everybody thought Timbersaw was terrible. So
I mean, it's good against heroes, right? But not as good against the bosses, I think, is the problem. Oh, he actually just threw out his track. Wow, okay. He threw out his chakrams beforehand to bring them back across into the duel area. Not sure if that was the play. Interesting attempt. Right.
I think that may have just been a little bit of spaghetti.
Oh, boat out. See you later, Shadow Demon. Nyx goes invis and says abort, just leave. And look at this. Right now, they're just letting Viper dominate the top here. Troll waiting for the opportunity to move in. In the meantime, looks like Void's going to go down.
Well, I can't see why you would want the Timbersaw on your team. Holy hell. I mean, if all of his spell these chakrams do 1,000 pure pass damage. That's crazy.
I mean, honestly, someone should just put out a lost and found for that Shadow Demon, because I don't know where the hell he went. Now Buff AM trying to move in. Pocket Money trying to actually stay alive here. Has to move away, but the big crits are too much. Troll going to move across. Still staying alive. And, well, Private Pigeon. You don't kill a pigeon like me. You just don't do enough. He's going to run him through, and he will live full HP.
Damn, that looked so even.
But look back at the other fight. Look at Nyx.
Oh yeah, Nyx is just kind of that's Max, by the way. That's Max. He's just
Max like, please God, no.
No, nobody knows where I am. I'm just gonna hide up here. Don't worry.
They didn't bring detection. Oh, they
actually
no, they still haven't brought detection. I thought that was coming out then.
Do they not have somebody with a ward stack? That's probably the Oracle that's got one. Yeah, Oracle got a ward stack. Right, because there's an item in the game that's called a ward stack that actually just kind of passively generates sentry wards. So your team should always have detection. But the Oracle's in the other duel. So to be honest, even with detection, I don't think they could see this Nyx. The Nyx is just kind of hiding on the cliff.
That's Max, just making sure he doesn't lose. He's like, oh guys, I'm playing from Australia, big ping.
Yeah.
I'll stay up here and be safe, make sure that you guys don't fully lose.
Oh man. Alright, what are we pausing over? Oh, toilet.
Yeah, bathroom breaks. I mean, come on. It doesn't matter what the real reason is. If it's not technical, instantly it's always toilet.
Usually, yeah, that's true. But, sometimes people don't disconnect right away, even if they do have a disconnection issue or something like that. You never know.
So I think the reason the Bane didn't actually go for the right-click build is just because of brain sap ags. It's it's very awkward because this hero, you look, it's like, yeah, I could get attack speed. That'd be amazing with the Abyssal. And you're like, wait, but all I'm going to be doing is just pressing W and mashing it constantly.
Yeah, man, now that you bring up Bane and you kind of explain to me how to play the hero and all of that stuff, every time I think about Bane, I really don't like the hero's current design.
It's strong. It's just annoying. That's the problem.
That's not what bothers me so much. It's so contradictory. They give him something that allows him to have attack speed, but then he has an ability that makes it so he can't attack. They give an ability that allows him to spam, Aghanim's effect allows him to spam Brain Sap, but then you don't want to spam on somebody with Nightmare because then you break the Nightmare, and you also can't use it while you're Fiend Scripting. So, two of your abilities don't interact with, actually counterproductive with your Aghanim's effect, and then the last ability just doesn't interact with it at all.
I think it's the way you got to look at it is it's more or less the functionality of the hero is changed by item choices, right?
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Dota in a lot of ways, is a lot of heroes are functionally different depending on your item build, right? That's why any hero can work, is the logic, right? Think Shaker. I can build the big initiation control, or I could go for the big crit shaker.
Crit shaker is the dream, man.
But Gypsy, okay, really wanted the creeps. Because they aren't getting a timber kill, that's for sure. Oh, Torrent boat coming in as well. Gonna turn around, nice. The anime goes straight in. Gonna move away. Void gets out, but more people just piling on right now. Trying to stand their ground, but Shadow Demon does go down. Nyx invis in this time for this fight. Carapace play will burrow down. They don't lose too much, but at the same time, they committed Chrono and really didn't get anything out. Pigeon getting pretty low. Gonna BKB up, but no, Brain Sap snipe from so far away. Bane. What is this cast range?
He's got a lot of cast range. I mean,
I'm pretty sure they missed. Okay, so there's something wrong with your game, Barmy, because you've misspelled assassinate as brain sap.
Oh, you don't even want to know assassinate cast range, my dude. you don't
We'll
talk
find out
about
that on a Bane when you create the OAA ability draft game mode.
Oh no. Well, he's got an Ethelance, which is really the big thing that's giving him all of that cast range. I actually think it's really clever. Like, I like his build a lot. It's interesting, you know. He's got a Kaya and a Sage again, kind of like tanking up and providing him with a lot of spell amp. All right. So his brain sap right now hits for 1600 damage, and it's pure again. It's actually kind of a crazy thing about this Radiant team. They've got so much pure damage with this Bane and the Timbersaw. That's pretty strong.
Oh. Well, Void is dead, and interruptions are about to happen. They're trying to get rid of Timbersaw down to half HP. Burn up pretty quick with the Viper. He's stuck in the trees. He actually can't get away. He will fall. And Max, he is going to bar it down. Will be nightmared up in the meantime. They're going to get Sadism pretty low. They can't finish him off now. Oracle needs to move away down to half HP already. Gangru's coming up. The Hex is going to be there. Locked on the spot inside the Nevertalks, and the crits hurt too much. Double kill already for the Viper.
This Viper is definitely pulling his weight. I mean, Viper is just doing a ton of damage with everything. He's got some strong items too, you know. You got a Bloodthorn here and a Blade of Judecca. Like, these are some very powerful things. I also like the casual Helm of the Dominator. Helm of the Dominator is a great way to give a lot of attack, like to get some attack speed. And by some, I mean a lot. Not just to yourself, but to your entire team. And then also get some great stats. Like, it gives plus 17 to all attributes, which is just pretty damn massive. It's a very powerful effect, very powerful item. No,
That's
take that.
never
tower.
something you should underestimate. It's more the baseline to do anything this time. Well, in Dota in general. I think a lot of people always think about big items like Daedalus, for example, sheer damage, and don't respect the value of attribute points.
Oh yeah, just some stats can go a long way, especially with a hero like Viper. You know, Viper doesn't actually need that much damage. He has poison attack, which is a very powerful effect.
It's happening again.
Yeah,
Another team or the Guardians.
These Temple Guardians are not playing
coming
along.
in, just drags them in a rush, just evaporates them.
Ooh.
They just disappeared straight away to the boat. Consumed by Sharky the boat hoy. Oh no.
Yeah, it drags them right into that big AoE attack from the bosses. That's a rough one. This Kunkka has been scary, honestly. I'm glad that we got to see a Kunkka as well. So funnily enough, Kunkka's actually exclusively played as a support in OA. You basically never see carry Kunkka. And what people do is they just go for the Ghost Ship fleet and refresh and then just spam boats at people. And turns out that's pretty damn powerful because boat is scary. Especially if it pulls people in with the Aghanim's effect.
You're basically that boat skill from How I Met Your Mother. You remember that one?
What?
Like boats, boats, boats. He's really obsessed with boats.
Oh, okay.
See, I was like, maybe he's watched some How I Met. This is how you probe like your TV cultural choices, all right? And
no, my TV cultural choices revolve exclusively around House, and I have never seen a different TV show.
All right, that's one way to go. You should check out his other things like that. Oh, check out the Viper Death. Good lord.
Those go really quickly, man. That Timbersaw is just...
It's not just the
chopping
timber.
people up.
They've got Guardians both sides in their base, and every time they get fought around in these areas, the Guardians are definitely fighting against them.
Is there like a stat that shows who's doing how much damage? No?
Oh.
That'll be kind of interesting to see.
I think the numbers are too big in this game. But Alfie script coming out, voice gone. And they secure another boss.
Oh, final duel. Fun fact, by the way, I just now realized this, but this is actually a support faceless Void.
So no, you know what that is? That's when he screws up his Chronos. You can like say I'm a support. It doesn't matter. Let's see if he can get a good Chrono this time around. Both teams are wrecked in towers right now. Nick's been seen, nightmared up.
Oh, look at how many towers they put down.
It's that time. Oh, gonna move. Chrono connects to the
Oh,
free.
nice.
Straight Oracle. They found her first. Perfect hit for them now. The BKB being activated, trying to go in. And we're going to try and move away, but he's broke. Hasn't got the reactive armor to protect him. Now Troll trying to go to work. BKB activated. He's start healing up. The boat's going to push them away. And now they can maybe turn around. Buff AM just going to go into sadism. The boat catches even more. The refresher just pushes them further and further away. Blue,
oh my god!
them on their spot. Buff, can he do enough though? The damage just isn't there right now. Now they're going to turn around. The damage is huge onto him as they reduce his health by 40%. Sadism standing up against it. They're going to disrupt and make sure the Tron can't do anything. In the meantime, they're sniping the back lines. They got rid of the Bane. They'll turn around and they'll look onto the Troll with a 4K crit. they'll clean him up, and they're still in the game.
Damn, that was beautiful, man. That was an amazing Chronosphere. Alright, coming in, getting the exact positioning he needed. Hitting those 3 heroes. And it's not that he hit any heroes. He hit the 3 heroes he needed to hit. That also gave so much time for the Terrorblade to take down the Timbersaw. Which turns out Terrorblade can kill the Timbersaw pretty much on his own. Doesn't need any help. Took a little while, but he can do it. So there's definitely some hope left for Chatterjee's strategy right here.
I mean, there's plenty of hope. It really... I think now Radiant are going to have to go to the drawing board and realize what this comes down to. And it's not the Viper. It's not the Terrorblade. It's not even the Void. It is the Shadow Demon. Because he has the Axe, because he can purge you with the Demonic Purge. Think about which heroes this screws over. The Timber, no reactive armor. And the Troll, no fervor.
Yeah, those are big ones too. It's not just like some small, insignificant passives. Those are the ones that the heroes really rely on to be able to function properly. So that's a big deal, and you could definitely feel the impact right there. Something I would like to see, and I'm actually a little bit surprised that the Faceless Void didn't go for it, is actually a refresh on the Faceless Void. Like, you would think... Oh, there we go. No, he has one. Never mind.
It's sitting there. He's like, guys, too many
items.
What do?
What do I do with all of these items? Where do I put all of these items?
These lads should definitely have more priority in this. I think he's really scared. Like, he's got Lincoln's right to make sure he doesn't get Fiend's Grip straight away.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just kind of trying to get these Chronospheres out, and I like that. I think that's a smart move. There was a picked up a casual Hound of Midas just in an attempt to get that next level of the Chronosphere. You know, like, level 5 Chronosphere lasts 6 seconds. That's a very significant amount of time. And
low cooldown as well.
Yeah. Would be nice for him to have here, and would go a long way. And honestly, the thing is, he is the key.
Oh, he might be the one being obliterated. The X is going to drag him back off the Time Walk away, and he's dead.
So now
Duel starts in 10 seconds. He has got his chronos at least.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, this is not a big deal. Like, the most important thing, though, is that in these duels, the Faceless Void is the unit that matters the most. Oh. That's a lot of summons right there.
Yeah, that's quite a lot coming in. There is some units just charging forward, but Timber just wipes them out so quickly.
Immediately a tower thrown down, a scouting tower by the Radiant to make sure they have vision on everything.
Oh,
they want to be on top of this Faceless Void.
Going now. Like, I try and move with the Timber.
Oh, no.
Look at him, Stance comes out, but no, Timber still moves away quick enough. Now the boat being pushed around, locks him in his place. Void has to move away right now, and now Timber can be through so quickly, he has to turn around. Stays alive, and now they're going to go in. Buff AM just looking for the opportunity to just root him in the spot. Pigeon, he's looking for a son to target, but he can't find it right now. He's going to go down. And it looks like Troll this time around has found the targets. Nyx can't move away. He will fall. And Shadow Demon, where you at, buddy? Nightmared up. GG comes out. He knows he's not getting away because the Fiend's Grip was still available.
Nice. I mean, honestly, that was won by them playing so well around that Faceless Void. Right? Gypsy Danger didn't get to do anything in that last duel. He was just constantly trying to escape, trying to find a position. He had a moment, didn't quite see where they were at though, and then was taken down really quickly afterwards. And without the Chronosphere, they just don't have the opportunity, really, to fight them. So, well done. Kindergarten takes that win, and Chatterjee strategy is going to be continuing on in the losers bracket. Or lower bracket, I apologize.
Lower bracket, okay? They're not losers yet. They have to lose again.
All right,
I mean, they won't lose again. They'll totally win the game. But I think there was one other interesting part about the final fight, actually. Like, big shout out to Dog in the Hood with that long-range Timber Chain. Because of that, he stayed alive just before the Silence came out. And I think if he goes down too quickly to the Terrorblade, you're looking at a completely different fight.
So we're gonna be so we have some interesting matches coming up now. The really big ones are, of course, Not Yet Dead versus Kindergarten, or Alpha Boys versus Way to Death. First seed versus fourth seed, or second seed versus third seed. I think we gotta get ourselves into Alpha Boys versus Way to Death. All right, that's the one that is really the one that everybody wants to see here.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like a good spread of seed. I'll let you choose where you.
And yeah. We gotta go ahead and do just a quick coin flip before we do that. And then we're gonna be going into that match. We're just gonna be working through these games as quickly as possible, right? That's really the plan here. Just bring them up. Although, by the way, if you need a break or anything like that, just let me know. We can take a quick break anytime.
It's fine. You know, you don't take breaks, all right? Twitch hates you when you take breaks.
That's true. That's true.
Like they'll be typing, "How long? How long? How long?"
So breaks are not something that are allowed around here. Well, it seems like we've got the host decided. So, yeah, Laranel's team is going to be hosting. I mean, what team is Laranel on again? Oh, God. You got to pull up the signups really quick. I always forget. Because the Russian teams, they are always so... a little interchangeable at times. So we've got, yeah, that Laranel's on Not Yet Dead. Okay. So Not Yet Dead is the first seed. They're going to be playing against Kindergarten. Or we've got Alpha Boys versus Way to Death. Which, I think that's the one we would like to watch. Let me see if we can get into that. Oh, okay, yeah. Chives is already spectating. Cool.
Wunderbar. Still better loading times than auto chess. Look at that. Right in.
Spam this wiener to make nail a winner. Oh, that's still the funniest to me. All right.
I mean, you know, no nail here.
That's
No
true.
wieners for him.
Those wieners didn't quite manage to pull through. It's a real shame, but you know they tried their hardest.
We need to give Nail more wieners in future, guys.
That's
Ram those wieners out.
That's the problem, chat. He didn't spam the copy pasta enough.
Oh, that's a problem, chat. You just didn't give him enough. You know, you need to give him more wieners. Just fill them up. What's the problem?
Yeah. All right, so it's gonna be Way to Death versus Alpha Boy. Sadly, we joined just a tad bit late, so we don't actually get to see the first few bands here. I think Chice was in the game already, though, and maybe he can illuminate us.
Bush, give us heroes. Give us names.
Yes.
Give us information.
Oh, Lifestealer is interesting, though.
Oh.
Lifestealer and Wraith King. So Wraith King is just a generally good hero, right? Aghanim's effect is amazing. And he's just got good effects. He's just a strong hero, right? But Lifestealer is somebody that I'm a bit surprised to see, gotta admit, but also a bit excited. Shadow Fiend being banned now. Do you know why people ban Shadow Fiend? Probably not.
Tell me.
I may have given him a level 25 talent that makes it so his aura reduces armor by an additional like 15 or so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
You're a terrible person.
But you know, he's viable now.
Oh.
All right, so
I'm kind of looking and wondering what the lifesteal will do this game though. Like, because of the way that Feast works now, there was kind of this movement away from the big crit lifestealer, where essentially your first hit was ridiculous, right? But because of the way you can stack health, like we saw in that previous game where people had like 10,000 health, Daedalus builds could be pretty damn good with like a 4-5% lifesteal.
Yeah, that's for sure. So really quick, the team bounce. We've got Omni Knight, Terrorblade, and Phantom Assassin for the Radiant, and for the Elder Titan, Kunkka and Timbersaw. So, bit surprised to see that super early Phantom Assassin ban, but other than that, I think everything is kind of what you would expect, right? Omni Knight, Terrorblade is maybe also a bit surprising, but we have seen Terrorblade in 2 games already. Right?
Yeah, he's a little bit spooky.
Yeah. I mean, he does just a ton of damage, right? Like, Terrorblade is one of those heroes that does a ton of damage, and if you let him do what he wants to do, that Sunder just keeps him going for days.
There's also certain heroes, because of the way this game mode works, because of how much gold you get and how many items you want to do. I mean, we saw in the previous games, right, where people had the backpack full, right? Is you can't really easily afford room for a BKB all the time. And if that's the case, then Terrorblade can dominate fights with some. It poses some problems.
So we've got Faceless Void and Invoker coming out again. Yeah. Oh, Lone Druid. Oh, I'm excited. People.
That is not how you say it. You got to say it like this. It's more like Lone Druid. Right?
Okay, well, yours is a
Let's
bit
say it
more.
with some gusto.
Well, okay.
You sound like the most excited Lone Druid in the world.
But I'm just excited because people keep telling me how he's terrible, and I just look at his numbers and I'm like, "There's no fucking way." You're all
you
just
look
like,
at him like, I don't understand. He's a beautiful creature. How do you not love this
Look
guy?
at these numbers. This must doesn't make sense. The bear has like 0.8 second space attack time. How could he possibly be bad? This is nonsense. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I mean, like, I am actually really excited to see this Lone Druid. And it genuinely comes down to this, that like I buffed Lone Druid and everybody kept telling me he's still bad, and I'm just like, no, you're wrong. And now I'm really hoping that I wasn't just being an ass, but I was actually being an ass and also being right, which kind of makes it a little better.
Doesn't matter that I'm a terrible person or an ass. I was right.
That's how it goes. You get it. All right, so we've got ourselves the Spirit Breaker coming out, and then the last pick here. We've got Bane being banned on Lion, by the way. Lion is a great hero. What you do with Lion is get level 25, get AoE hex, blink in, and just ravage your team.
Don't forget the fingers.
The fingers aren't that important. Fingers usually used for farming.
I mean, come on. You could actually stack up a lot of damage in fairness, right?
Like, yeah, you can probably stack up a lot of damage, yeah. You know, I can definitely see like some sort of like you get Finger of Death, you get like Aghanims, Aghanims Octarine. You get some really early kills, so you can definitely do a ton of damage. Bounty Hunter! Hey! That boy did so well last time. That's gonna be interesting to see.
Money Snatcher return. Oh, it's Warlocks again as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a good game. I'm excited for this one. I am excited for this one.
They kept the crucial elements the same, right? They got the Medusa and the Bounty Hunter again. They haven't got... I don't know if they've got the same applied pressure super early on that they did last game, because remember before they had the Omni Knight?
Yeah.
This time around, P3K is running on that Oracle.
I think
that's... can pressure, but not as well.
That's still a strong combo. Like, that's definitely a lot of power. But I feel like overall, the early game is definitely a lot weaker than in the last game. You know, like if you've got Oracle and Bounty Hunter, which are strong, right? And I think Invoker, if you really want to, you can also be a bit aggressive. But it's gonna be rough to get a ton of use out of Medusa and Faceless Void in the early game. That's just not where they excel, right? They need at least a little bit to farm up. So I wouldn't be too surprised if they just kind of like play a little bit more defensively and just kind of try to poke with the Bounty Hunter a lot while not really extending too much into enemy territory. Just play more respectfully.
It's kind of awkward to just try and find easy pickoffs against this lineup as well, right? Like Nyx is tanky, Spirit Breaker's tanky, all the cores are tanky.
Yeah, they all just and you know, like we've got Lone Druid who's 2 heroes. That doesn't help either. It's just all around. I think it's gonna be definitely a little bit more of a defensive early game, right? I feel like the Dire side at the very least will try to just kind of like play a little bit, keep away. But anyway, we are just kind of waiting for the game to start right now. I don't know what the teams are waiting for. Wolex asked for a moment, so we'll see what ends up being that moment.
Pause. He's like, guys, got a problem. What? I don't know which one I'm meant to steal gold from. I don't know which one I kill. Oh, well. Just steal gold from all of them. That's always the solution. Or you just be really cocky and you respond with whichever one's still alive.
All right, we've got the go, and oh, okay.
Well, we haven't got the go.
No, we're waiting.
Shabated. Cat got shabated. Oh, Bammy.
Oh, well, what can I do about it?
Stop shabating them.
Wait, how did I jabate them? They jabated me.
I mean, yeah, but you know, you then jabated chat. It was a ripple jabate, okay? It was a chain of jabates.
Okay, all right. I apologize deeply. Well, let's go ahead and just kind of like not debate anybody then anymore. We'll just go ahead and wait and see if they can figure it out.
Looking at the stats on the Lone Druid in disgust. Hey, how would you like to just max out 120% shared lifesteal? Because we're reasonable. You won't hate us. You hate us.
Why do they do? Chad wants me to say ban in German, but how do you even like? That doesn't even
ban.
Like
ban.
Ban.
You might say
ban.
ban. You're banned.
Banned. I
No,
guess. I don't know.
they
It doesn't even
want to
sound
kind of, like-
different. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, at least pick a word that makes sense.
Like, was it so? I'd say ban, and you'd say
Ban. Probably.
bun.
If you,
Bun.
yeah.
So, but it's the way you kind of carry the A. It's more like and I'm an an. As an.
Well, in German, if you
I go
have
high, you go low. There you go.
if you have a single A or like a single, what do you call A, O, U, I, and E?
The vowels.
Genau. Oh yeah, right. Oh, no, I'm
the
speaking
vowels.
German. The vowels. Yeah, if you got those and there's only a single one, then it's a little bit stretched. If there's two right behind each other, then it's very stretched. And if it's a single one and then there's two non-vowels right behind it, like of the same, so like two N's afterwards, then the vowel is short. That's how it works. So, but it's just not an interesting word. Like, at least pick an interesting word, Chad. Come on, Chad.
They just want you to say it in an interesting way. Though. Yeah, the bun. They didn't get all the buns.
All right, we got a duel, okay? Time to move on.
All right, they're gonna lead in. Warlocks doesn't quite want to move on that high ground straight away.
Got himself a bear out. It's kind of risky to summon a bear like this.
He's gonna go for it though. Now Warlock's gonna snatch some gold away. Cold Snap's gonna come up. The stun's gonna be there on the Bounty Hunter. Has to back off. Yeah, to do so, but takes a lot of damage in the process. Nero pretty deep here actually. Wants to be careful himself. And Pale coming off cooldown 5 seconds. He has got the time walk. We'll just move away.
Oh yeah,
Now they're gonna
Eklan's
turn around,
dead.
Rudo spot. Lone Druid getting pretty low. Can they get rid of him quick enough? There's a question. He's trying to get the kill on Warlocks, but can he get it? Oh, it's dead. Invoker's gonna go down. Warlock's still being chased on too. They're gonna turn around. Fairy fire up. They will get the kill on Lone Druid. Finally, the bash comes out, and Panther next on the hit list. Supreme gonna lead forward. It looks like Radiant now have the full advantage. Nikoshino gonna get low, but P3K cannot finish the deal. Instead, Nero's the last man standing against 4. Looks like summoning a 6th hero was the solution. And he'll go in, trying for the kill on Nico. They knew it though.
Yeah, he's not gonna get it. Nah, this is over. I actually don't think this was that bad of a fight for the Dire here. I don't know. That's the bear. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Bear only has 30 seconds cooldown.
Yeah, it's
Never mind.
Come
never
on,
mind.
come
I
on.
was gonna say that, like, oh, the bear's dead. You know, it takes a while to respawn. Now Ekla won't have a bear. No, bear has 30 seconds cooldown, so like, never mind. Bear can die. It's
seemingly
fine.
irrelevant.
It doesn't matter. Although
Throw
Ekla's
away,
kind of,
Bounty's back on it, just snatching gold away.
yeah, kind of getting beaten up a little bit. That haste rune definitely helps a lot. I was just waiting for his passive to come online, and then gonna go ahead and steal some more money. I mean, it's 60 gold this early on. That's a significant amount, you know. You can get some value out of that for sure. Oh, look at how aggressively he's playing. He's just running into the base.
Just scouting out. He's like, hey, you guys in here? They will realize Lone Druid is not. That's the one he's trying to actually just babysit. Take a gold away from. Invoke in the meantime, charged on 2 will go down. And Peacemaker pretty deep. We'll just walk away. Pretty tanky. Is he tanky enough, though? That's the real question. I'm not sure. Because they can re him up now with the Fortune's End. Nero didn't quite realize it, though. So Peacemaker trying to make his escape. Turn around. Bash comes out. Peacemaker
Nice.
can't get the deny. P3K gets the kill.
Yeah, that's really important too, that they managed to get that kill. You know, it always feels so bad whenever an enemy denies themselves to the creeps. So making sure that they get that, definitely very helpful. They're fighting Otis Bounty Rune right now. Oh no, he misses!
Nero didn't get the bounty in the top right here.
Alright,
You look at the
it's an even one. Like, both teams got 2, but oh my god.
Yeah, but
the
Nico
Nukes.
Shino, oh, the Spike Carapace. He's gonna walk it off. Batch is coming from behind. Peacemaker feels a little bit of trouble. P3K forces the shrine usage out of him.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the land of Cyberpunk, how you like money? Not as much as Warlocks does.
Oh yeah, nobody likes money quite as much as Wallix does. This is his entire life, man. I think he should maybe like try to make an effort to actually get to level 3, because he's like oftentimes running low on cooldowns here. And honestly, like 120 gold steal on stat sounds kind of sick. He's waiting here. He's gonna go ahead and steal this creep. Not even sure if that's better than just getting the hit in on Supreme, you know? Because the creep was 45 gold and the Ginada is 60 gold. But hey.
Yeah, he may have made a poor choice there. Nico Shino, he went pretty deep. Radiant are really looking to just try and interrupt the Medusa's farm, but so far it seems to just be backfiring.
Yeah, that's because the Dire side is playing so defensively, right? If you look at this, the positioning is all around this Medusa, really just trying to make sure that Panther has the time that he really wants to, like the easy early game that he can just use to become powerful as quickly as possible. While in the meantime, you've got Wallix kind of solo roaming which is a little unheard of, honestly. Usually you would expect more than one hero to be aggressive, but it is really just this bounty hunter, and only this bounty hunter, trying to interrupt the enemy carries. Just interesting. He's level 3 now too, which helps.
Problem is he has to deal with 2 people as well. Like, he's so split between either Lone Druid or Lifestealer. Lifestealer is so defensive, it's almost impossible.
Yeah,
so he has been just almost exclusively focusing on the Lone Druid.
Alright, he's gonna go ahead and get another hit in right. Oh! Oh, he gets the bounty rune. He doesn't get hit by the Benefia, man.
So Nico kind of missed an impale on 2 heroes that were standing still.
Oh. Hey, he missed one earlier on the Oracle as well. I mean, that one was a little bit tricky.
A little bit rough. But... And now they got turn around Peacemaker. They can get Panther instead. Breaker needs a way out. What does he charge though? Has to turn around bash. Cold snapped up.
Nah, that's it.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's not making it. Meantime, we've got the Medusa. Gonna go ahead and take down this Black Dragon right here. And yeah, it seems like this early game is actually gonna just end with both teams being fairly even.
Lone Druid.
Oh, well,
that was not the play. That was not the play.
Oh, Wallach is probably going to be going down, though.
He will, but he didn't expect the kill out of him in the first place. What happened was the Roar was used, but then Warlex was running in the same direction as the Lone Druid because Lone Druid went right.
Oof. Oof. Big oof.
Missed opportunity to stay alive there. Oh, Nikoshin trying to slow down this capture. They're going to move in. The Tornado drops the charge. Now, they will be slowed down with time dilation. Nikoshin are going to be chased away, and they'll turn around on the Peacemaker. He was affected by the cold snap. They need like 1 bash, please.
You know,
sometime this year.
I don't know how much I like this because, like, the thing is, well, yes, usually. Oh, I guess Wallach didn't end up going for that last hit, but well, usually, yeah, you want to delay the capture point, right? But against a bounty hunter, you're actually just kind of giving the bounty hunter free money, right? Like, you're just giving the bounty hunter free money, and I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't want to kill you. He just wants you to just be pokeable for a while.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're doing.
They've still interrupted this, by the way.
Well, that's pretty good.
The bear is here, but yeah, they'll move away now. There we go.
All right. Well, we'll see how this ends up working out. The Lone Druid doesn't really have any items yet. Just went for early boots. They're gonna go ahead and camp these bounty runes. You can see these like more practiced teams really, really value these bounty runes. Right, and yet again, it's even split. They're always going for them, always making sure to secure them.
Cyberpunk, well, I gave over enough XP to get Warlex to level 6 now. Bro, I'd say you just run back to base and get mana quickly. Or Shrine at least. He's going to Shrine up. Oh, charge coming in. Nero stunned up. Can't actually use the Time Walk yet, and he won't get a chance to at all. Moving across. Radiant looking to invade and start just taking control of these stacks. Tracks are going to start to come out, so Warlocks can keep an eye on everything. Peacemaker, that's a lot of damage being done.
Yeah, and
be careful, can't move away though. And now time walking from Nero, interrupted by the stun. Gonna chase on a Cyberpunk. Time dilation didn't clip onto him though. Tornado Fruit does clip. Brings him straight down into the arms of Nero. Rooted on the spot, he will fall.
So you gotta be really careful with this. Track is a lot of money. Like it's 600 gold at level 1, right? And 500 team gold.
Oh, good lord.
And you cannot just kind of keep throwing yourself at the Dire, because they will just track you and then trade kills. And they're fine with that. Like, they'll happily trade kills if you are worth so much money.
But you say that. At the same time, the lifesteal just proved why if he shows up to the fights, Dire can't fight him. I mean, he's look at it. I said about this crit build, he's doing it. He's got the Chrysalis, he's got the Desolator. He just eviscerates any single member of the Dire side right now.
This lifesteal is definitely scary.
Oh, Nikoshin, out by the Tornado, trying to force stuff in. Stun's going to come on the Bounty Hunter, stunned up by the Wraithfire Blast, but there's a Force Promise to protect his life. They do charge in and find the kill on the Panther, though. Nikoshin will move away. He's tracked up, low HP, but they are nowhere near to try and take the kill. They could go for a Sunstrike. But he may be a little bit too regen now, especially with that regen rune being found.
Oh, Wallach kind of roaming around. Doesn't even bother fully healing up. He's going to go ahead and just take down one of these dragons. That wasn't a very stacked dragon, but that's fine. Yet again, look at that. These even splits every single time. They're fighting over them so much. They care a lot about these bounty runes. But there's just a lot of value in them. And the thing is that because of these bounty runes, you know, if you look at the like hero levels are fairly evenly split. You know, it's a little bit more centered on the cores for the Radiant. Like the level 14 Lifestealer. But other than that, it's pretty even.
They might be about to break out and fight. Chrono's going to come out. Lone Druid's already been killed off. Now the Stone Gaze being used as well, but they're looking away from him. Peacemaker gets screwed over by the Pathfinder and walks into the camp, and now they're going to move forward, looking on the Nero Shina. Supreme has arrived. Stun, turn around on the Nero. Gets the kill. Now they're going to lead the charge in. The Rage activates. Supreme wants someone to hit. He'll find the Oracle. Once again, it's the same story. Yes, Dire is strong against Radiant until Lifesteal just peers his head around the corner and says, there's a fight? Oh.
Hey,
let's
guys.
come across now.
How y'all doing? He just wants to be
Don't mind
part of
me,
it.
just gonna happy slap everyone. Oh, they got an Infest Bomb at the ready. Peacemaker ready to charge on the first thing he sees, and the Warlocks, they could just Death Strike him and kill him, actually, if they want to. Charge.
There
There it is, and they'll just evaporate him. No chance to use the BKB. Panther, they did actually put the Electro on pretty early. There's the Never Strike up the high ground, pushes down the low ground, and now next to the Lone Druid should be able to deal with him. Just scares him away with the Roar, gets the kill. B-Ball's going to be dropped on top of the Lifestealer, but not enough. They're just running for the high hills. They tried to buy time. Meanwhile, on the other side fight, Nyx has borrowed in up against Oracle, but he keeps healing to make sure he can't do anything. Charge across, looking on the Nero, use the Time Warp, but now he's in trouble. They get one bash, maybe. So far, they get no bash.
I love how this fight is so epic.
Nero trying to move away. Time Walk across, but the open winds is on him. He gives up. He knows he's dead, and so does Invoker.
You know, this fight, there's like so much going on. You've got a beautiful bash down the cliff, and the Spirit Bear finishes off the Medusa and all of that stuff, and in the other duel, you just got the Nyx Assassin.
Like, hey, just occasionally P3K is just like tapping him on.
Yeah, it's
How's
just
it going?
so pointless. It's just like, it's okay, guys, just wait it out. You know, like they're not even trying to fight.
Like, not a single ability has been cast by Nico Shino. He's like, I don't see your point. I mean,
There we
he's
go.
therapist him now.
You got him. Oh, you almost, yeah, you showed him who's boss.
Just give him a little tickle.
All right, guys, you got 10 seconds.
Just sitting there, he's like, guys, I regret not taking points in Mana Burn now. But, nice. Oh, we saw that. That's not how you impale.
Oh, that is funny.
It's just like one of those, it's just one of those scenarios. You just walk in the room like, we'll call it a draw then. Just goes over to your respective corner and stares at each other intensely.
I mean, sometimes that's just how it goes, right? You know, but it's fine. It's kind of funny. The Nyx Assassin is gonna be just really tanky, you know, especially once he gets a few more levels going on. He's actually also gonna be able to do some damage. Nyx Assassins mostly rely on their mana burn for DPS later on in the game, and it can actually be pretty damn devastating, especially if you're playing as heroes like Invoker. So there's some real power there. We've got the Lone Druid here, picked up an Aghanims. I like that. I think that's very smart, and is now going for some actual damage items on the bear. Funnily enough, also seems to have, he has 2 farming items. Like, he's got Mana Boots on the bear, and he's got, he's got Tranquil Boots on his hero.
I'm not sure this guy's looking to farm as much as he's looking to fight right now. He went scouting looking for something, and instead, Nico Shina going to be turned around into. Wallet's going to chase him down. Has got the Shuriken Toss, can throw out whenever he wants, but he's scared of the Spike Carapace. Raw does scare him away from home. There's Shuriken Toss cross, but the Spike Carapace comes out, stun and return. Bounty Hunter, he goes down for his greed.
That looked for a second as if Volix made the 7 million IQ play, and then turns out that it's actually the exact opposite.
Turns out you dumb. That's where you're going with that fort. Didn't work out for him in the end. Meanwhile, Tornado on the top. Nyx is trying to stop him, but he'd already picked up the rune, and now the stun's coming out on the Invoker. He's to get invis with the Ghost Walk, can walk away. They see him. Charge coming in.
Really
they
quick.
want this kill.
It used to be that you could use the Spike Carapace before the tornado damage set in and reflect the tornado damage. Is that still a thing?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure that hasn't changed.
Yeah, so Nico Shina just didn't do it. And that seems like right there that actually might have really helped with getting that Invoker kill. So I don't know if he just like missed it, or if he isn't aware, or if he chose to not do it. But if he isn't aware, that could potentially end up being a little bit of a problem, because that's a really strong, like, it's part of the reason why Nyx is considered to be so powerful against Invoker.
Oh, Wallex. It's kind of a repeat of last game, where he just gets a little bit too greedy and this happens.
Yeah, it's just like happening much earlier this time around, you know? He isn't able to actually 1 versus 5
turn at all. Oh, God. Supreme arrived with his double dayless.
He's level 22. Oh, and look at that. They're just taking a boss right in front of the Dire space. They're just not scared at all.
Nope. Supreme's just gonna go in and try and finish the
Nice.
But there's the use of Stone Gaze and the Chrono as well. Gonna lock on the spot, but Nero not enough damage. Meatball's gonna try and help him out, but they're so damn tanky. He'll turn around and Medusa just ran straight through Wallets, just critted up. And now Nero, there's the big crit. Half HP to no HP straight away.
Supreme picking up 2 Daedalus.
Supreme, we are not worthy. This damage output is insane.
Hey, he's here to take people down, and he's not gonna let anybody stop him from doing that. And one of the biggest advantages of playing Lifesteal is, of course, the fact that you don't have to buy BKB, right? And you can really tell just based on his damage output. He's able to just carry this game on his back very, very easily. Wallix, I feel like he's maybe feeling that last match a little bit too much. You know, he's still like, we just beat up those scrubs. You know, I was able to get 1,700 kills on my own. Not gonna happen this game, this game, buddy. You gotta go ahead and put a little bit more restraint on yourself.
Yeah, he's not listening.
No,
Oh no,
he doesn't
although the
care.
long range snipe, the Impale connecting on the P3K as well.
Nice tornado.
Charge will be interrupted, but he dead.
Yeah, the BS here now. Eckler's starting to get pretty powerful as well. He's got level 15. I mean, with the Lone Druid, you're also really looking for level 25, right? Like, that's what you want. Because at level 25, you get the minus 0.5 seconds Spirit Bear attack time. You have the 0 seconds Entangle cooldown. That's just absurd. Also, keep in mind that in OAA, when you buy Aghanim's and upgrade the Aghanim's, you get both talents. So, in theory, a Lone Druid can actually have the minus 12 seconds Savage Roar and the 10 Spirit Bear armor, and the minus 25 seconds Battlecry cooldown, and the 0 Entangle cooldown, and the spell immunity, and the minus 0.5 base attack time.
And
It's gonna be really, really scary in the late game. And I think that's where we're gonna see this Lone Druid shine. I think right now he's been, you know, not necessarily the biggest key player. He's been helpful. That's for sure.
Nero, interesting attempt. Supreme walks in, 2 hits Wallix, and now the Stone Gate's going to run out. Panda's going to be stunned on the spot. Supreme just evaporating the back line. They can't stand up against him. Nero, 2 hit as well. This is looking pretty grim right now. The Lifestealer is unstoppable. Level 26, net worth through the goddamn roof, and
Yeah.
so's his DPS.
Oh yeah, he's just overwhelming them. They gotta figure out something to do about him. And like, the nice thing about Lifestealer, or playing as Lifestealer, Heaven's Albert is the thing, and it counters him pretty easily. There's not much Lifestealer
Nero.
can do
Oh
about
god.
it.
He didn't even time walk. He just died.
Yeah, just gets chopped up immediately.
Oh. I mean, it was almost 2 hits. He got 2 crits. The normal attack wasn't that impressive, but once he did proc those Daedaluses, good lord.
Alright,
Just the game of dodge now. They just have to dodge. They can't actually fight them straight up right now.
Yeah. At the same time, I do think that's fine. Like, this may look really bad for the Dire, but I'm actually fairly optimistic for them. I think what they need is they just need a little bit more time. They gotta get that Medusa to level 25, and you gotta make sure they secure some cores. But with just a few more levels, they'll actually be in pretty good shape here, I think. You know, right now, the Faceless Void isn't really contributing that much, but he is going for that support Faceless Void build again. You know, he's got a Blink Dagger, he's got his Aghanim's Octarine Core. Like, there are tools here. They do exist. They just aren't quite at their peak potential yet. But they are not that far away. And that always is a big thing. You gotta look at the potential of your lineup. Not just at their current strength.
So whether you can reach it. Well, it's for the BKB, forced to fight.
Nice.
Can't Stone Gaze as well. Nice connect onto them. Lifesteal. He got Stone Gazed up as well. He's going to come over right now. They're going to try and protect on the Medusa, but forced to run away with a fear. But locked on the spot by the Nyx. Going to move in, forced up with the spike. Carapace, now the damage overwhelms. She's down. Nero disappears as well. They'll chase on through for Oracle. False Promise has already been used, and it wasn't enough. They'll lose more heroes. Bilbo goes down. So will P3K, and Wallets will run for the high hills.
There goes the Oracle.
But this is the big thing, right? Like, I agree there is potential with Dire. They have these huge teamfight combos, but they need the items to do the damage in these team fights, right? And they can't fight individually. That's the big problem. If they do pop the big ults like that and it fails, they have no fallback. They didn't have to dodge for like another minute or 2.
They are really in a situation where there's a plan, but they currently can't follow up on their plan because they just don't do enough damage. It's really that simple. If they just had a tad bit more damage, I really think that the Medusa level 25 is going to be a very big mark here, though. It's also amazing with the Oracle, you know, like you see a little bit of combo already if you put the Oracle ultimate on the Medusa, then she has her Satanic, you know, activates that, heals a lot. But once you can actually heal off multiple targets, it's going to be massive. On top of that, the Skadi, I think actually matters a ton here. You're playing against, what, 5 units that all want to attack in some sort of way, right? Like Wraith King, you've got the Spirit Breaker, the Life Stealer, and then the 2 Spirit Bears. Or like, I guess, Lone Druid and the Spirit Bear. Getting the Skadi on all of those is going to be significant. Oh, nice! Beautiful!
So Gaze again, they're just trying to disrupt this. Meatball's coming through a lot here.
No
damage. Not enough damage done. Nero turned around on time, walk away. The problem is, you just blew your big ults outside the duel. And now they can run you through.
Yeah.
Straight to Wallex. Jumping on him. Gonna get him low on HP. BKB does come out. Meanwhile, the main fight, Panther's already gone. And that looks like the 3v3 is definitely going to go in favor of Radiant now. They don't have the damage anymore. Invoker falls, meanwhile, on the side duel. Going to try and turn around. They did use the false promise to protect Bounty Hunter, but disarm in the meantime. Peacemaker keeping him busy with the bashes while they get rid of the Oracle inside with Ekla. They'll turn around 2-on-1 now. Wallex trying to do enough. Ekla will move away, but the bashes come through, and he dies as well. Come back into a mess. Now they got to stand and fight. Boy does go down. Stun comes out. Medusa dead as well. Going to be an EMP from Billboard, but this should just be a move away. Instead, they're going to force stuff forward. Impale doesn't connect. Nico Shino off the mark, but they can turn around and finish off the Weaver.
Yeah, it's just looking very rough, honestly. Like, again, they are getting the big fights in at least to a certain extent, right? They're definitely having opportunities, but they are just not able to utilize them because they just do not do the damage needed. I find it interesting that Invoker is also mostly played as a support here. You know, you've got the Aghanims just kind of spamming Alacrity on the Medusa. There's actually a lot of supporting heroes on this Dire side. Really seems to be all centered around the idea of making sure this Medusa is going to be able to deal damage. Shame it hasn't really been working.
She doesn't survive long enough. Even with the BKB, I mean, it's just the sheer damage they output.
And it's all
they
physical.
have a delivery device. Yeah, like, it's physical, but they also have a delivery device, right? Like, we can talk about the Skadi and how great it is slowing down the Lifestealer. You've got a Spirit Breaker. You can be on top of her instantly.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. We also got the Lucians online, so that's a lot of bonus movement speed. It's just looking a bit grim. I mean, this game started out pretty even, but at this stage, the Dire side is in a bit of a rough shape here.
I am a little bit surprised to see Lifesteal take the Rage Duration over the Feast damage, just because of his build. Like,
oh well, but
yes, the magic immunity is good, but just think how quickly you can melt through these people. There's not even a chance to respond at that point.
Yeah, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you always get the additional duration, just because magic immunity is probably the most powerful effect in the game, you know?
Yeah, at the same time, like, the way this is going, it probably won't go late enough that Dire side get 10k HP where it would matter.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Kind of a weird one to say. In a closer game, you might take the not magic immunity talent.
Sometimes you just need the extra damage. It doesn't really seem like this is the game, though.
It's not really suffering here, no. He's not having any problems. There's no one on the side of Dire that doesn't die to his fists of, well, fury, I guess.
It's kind of got claws more.
Yeah, claws of rage. That's what it is.
There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and now have another attempt at a boss right here, but it seems that the Radiant knows. The Bear's running in already. Bear with a Mask of Madness, by the way, which is kind of funny.
I mean, you don't have to cast the spells from the bear. That's the beauty of it.
I mean, Savage Roar is pretty damn useful, but you can just use that first and then chase him down with the mask.
Well, you can just cast it from the Lone Druid.
Does it still apply to the bear then?
I have never seen anyone run Mask of Madness on a bear, so I'm unsure. But theoretically, yes, because if you're stunned up, if your bear's stunned up, for example, and you Savage Roar, it roars, right?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this.
No, it does. Like, it does.
I think the cooldown is shared with the Spirit Bear, but it's cast individually.
They both roar at the same time.
No, it says Lone Druid roars fiercely, causing nearby enemies to flee towards the base and terror. And then on the Spirit Bear, it says Spirit Bear roars fiercely, causing nearby enemies to flee towards the base.
Has someone made it separate in this game mode? Because
no, I don't think so. Anyway, let's just move on. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I mean, like in every standard game of Dota, they both roll at the same time.
And
so
you really want to go there? You really want to look this up? We've got a pause right now. Let's look
like,
it up.
I'm gonna use my time. Wow.
All right. We're gonna look this one up. So we've got ourselves Savage Roar. Damn it. Really, Wiki? This does not doesn't specify.
It's like, and yeah, I'm telling you both raw. Like I'm adamant, 100%. And I remember that because there was some weird kind of dodgy exploits around leveling. I think they patched out now, but like around the start of 2018, there was this weird bug where you could use a Savage Roar, and if you then leveled the bear, Roar would be off cooldown again.
Oh, that's silly.
Yeah. Pretty dodgy.
Just no bear, just Savage Roar spam under it.
Like MV actually used that for a big play in Dream League Season 9, I think it was. It's pretty sick actually. Like it allowed him to get a kill. And no one, like his teammates were confused, his opponents were confused. Like how did he just MV? Just like checking his items, like, has he got a refresher? We're only 15 minutes in the game. He shouldn't have a refresher.
Oh, sometimes you gotta rush refresher on Druid. That's just how it is. We got ourselves the...
I'm not sure that's the play.
Got the Medusa at level 28 now, so she's starting to be quite powerful. Alright, that split shot really hurts. So Bounty Hunter nearing level 28, so Jinada will hopefully be able to actually make sure that he steals very significant portions of money. On the other side, Lone Druid, kind of just chilling. He's got a lot of money. He's actually like got a Mjolnir 4. I think that's probably going back on the beer though. Yeah, something I would like to see. I would like to see just kind of like some casual items on a Lone Druid. You know, like he's running around with basically an empty inventory, and it's not like he doesn't have any money. Well, I guess right now he's running a little bit low, but you know, given the opportunity, I would like him to just kind of like stack his inventory up with some stuff. Also, look at that bear.
You're right. He should. Yeah, it's just doing all the work. You're right. He should have more items because if you got passive gold, that's just gold that the bounty hunter's gonna steal. See?
That's true. Like that's even worse. Yeah, you're definitely right. Didn't even consider that. Also, look at that bear attack speed. Holy shit.
It's slightly fast. Just a tad.
He's just running things over. Oh my god.
Oh, Nico want to play. He's scouting. Can he find anyone right now?
I want to see this in a fight.
Look at the Necros.
Big or nutty.
Well, Echo down to half HP because of the boss. Tornado's going to come out to cover their escape. Eklik chasing him with the Mask Madness activated on the bear. Can't get close enough, though. They'll just have to turn around and take the boss.
Alright.
Time for capture points.
Capture points are coming up in 20 seconds. Right now, we're going to go ahead and just take down this boss, though. So that's a tier 4 core for the Radiant side.
Might be able to actually... I think they can do Lucius quick enough as well. Yeah, there's no doubts in my mind that they can do Lucius quick enough. Good God. Supreme. Mercy. 4 for 4.
He hits hard. I don't even know what else
Slightly.
to say. I also like how the Wraith King is really just built to like enable this lifestealer even more. You know, he's just here to provide some auras, protect him, give him some extra HP. And it's working really well. Like if you do a pair like this, it's just actually a pretty common thing that you will have. Like you will just pair one of your carries with like one of your support and just really dedicate the support to enabling this carry as much as possible. Usually that carry just, if you let them get going, they just become absolutely overwhelming. Similar thing is actually what the Dire side tried here. It's just the Medusa never really managed to get going.
Bear hungry.
Oh, did it eat somebody? Oh, there it is. It's looking for food.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Abyssal in the bounty.
Oh my god!
Try and go it. Yep.
Holy
Are you
hell!
scared of bears? You should be. They're wild, visceral animals. Eckler wants to tickle. Roar's gonna come out. Can't get the bear away now though.
Fun fact about bears. Did you know that there's quite a few types of bears that will not kill their prey, they will just start eating? That's what this feels like.
I'm not sure what this bear wants to do, but instead of going to start firing Panther, does get the gaze off in time. The Chrono's going to come out now with the Cataclysm as well. The big combo might be enough. Yes! They're going to be able to get through them. The Wraith can keep him alive for a few seconds. Can they get some vengeance kills on the Panther? No, they can't. He fully heals up. And it looks like Wraith King is the only one to walk away alive. Well, I don't know if I technically say alive considering he's undead, but...
That was incredible.
0. And well, that's the combo they've been waiting for. It did require a double Cataclysm to do anything, but Finally.
I mean, like, if that's what it takes, and that's what it takes. Like, in the end, they got the kills. That's what matters, right? They were able to do the damage. And also, there's actually, like, a really important, interesting note that we haven't talked about yet. Fate's Edict is now... Well, actually, didn't go for the Fate's Edict cooldown, which is a little bit surprising. But Fate's Edict, just in its current state, almost has 100% uptime. You can just kind of disarm the Lifestealer as long as he isn't magic immune. Like, if the Lifestealer isn't magic immune, the Lifestealer shouldn't be attacking. Because Pecky should just be spamming that Edict over and over and over again. And that's rough. Like, I really feel like the fact that so many of Radiant's heroes rely on attacking may end up costing them.
We'll see how they fare in this duel. If they do get backfired upon Medusa, the disarm's going to go straight on the Medusa. There's the Infest Bomb out. Oracle already gone.
Ooh,
now the Chronos going to be there.
done.
Catacombs come through those skin. Again, they catch them out, stacking way too hard. Radiant just don't learn their lesson. The refresher for the second Chrono connects on the Medusa as well. Now what's going to work on the Nico Shino. Going to regen up in the middle is with the spike. Carapace, Medusa does go down. They get some vengeance from beyond the grave. Can they do more? Ekla going to be chased onto. We'll turn around on Nero. Remember, this is a support void. A lot of items, but maybe not a lot of damage. Don't move. Trying to lock them in place with the Tornado and the EMP. Stun's going to come out to him. Pops the Lincoln's going to turn around. Bash is going to be on Nikojino. Warlex trying to do enough damage, but the regen from Nyx is just ridiculous. Going in with the Evasive Void. Goes down straight away. Bilbo going to try and move away quick enough. Should be able to do so. But now what? You're just playing a game of Invis trying to run and kite. Because you cannot fight up against these guys. The Impale Stun doesn't land the Warlex. Still tracking up to keep that movement speed.
No, don't!
Oh, no, the Ruse. No! He got greedy. He wanted to snatch away a few coins, and they snatch away his life.
Wallix, come on, my boy.
Now Bilbo next on the hit list. He'll go Invis. The scan's going to come out, though, and they'll finish him off and take the win in the arena.
Damn. That bear is just actually, like, he's online, you know? Like, he's here. He's ready to play, and god damn, he does a lot of damage. It's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying.
Is definitely slightly hangry. Needs
Again,
some food.
That bear doesn't kill, that bear just eats.
Go.
Got our Medusa. Dropping boots. Finally.
It's going to be enough, but I'm just looking at the damage output, and it's just the same issue. Is you're so reliant on actually getting that false promise out. If Oracle gets sniped first in these fights,
yeah,
you can't fight.
Oracle isn't super tanky either, you know. He's got a little bit of survivability. Like, if you look at Oracle as he is right now, he's actually really hard to take down, right? But the problem is that he has a Solar Crest and a Heart Transplant. Both of those items, like, transfer your strength to an ally, which leaves you quite vulnerable. And, you know, if he goes ahead and throws both of those out, he is actually incredibly easy to kill. And we saw that in the last fight.
I mean, that's not to say they can't do damage, but yes, you are seeing these big Chronos. Yes, they're looking amazing for Dart, but there's going to be a point at which Radiant acknowledges their problem in these fights, which is they have a tendency to overstack. And then they split up and look for different kills, right? You stick like 2 people in the Oracle. You deal with the Medusa with the Lifestealer. I don't think he needs any assistance beyond that. And then the last 2 just go around chasing the remaining members of the side of Dire.
Yeah. Well, Supreme is going to go ahead and start tackling this tier 5 Ogre, it seems. We want to be careful of those, but god damn, Lifestealer, you do a lot of damage. Look at that, he almost 2-cycled it.
Oh, he gave it a heart, which means he hits even harder. He's a happy boy.
That's for sure.
The Lifestealer is just going to continue to scale in this type of game, not just against the bosses, but against the heroes as they tank up even more.
So the important thing about the Lifestealer, though, is Lifestealer is actually very squishy. Like, he doesn't really have much in terms of HP, because he does have a double Daedalus, right? Like, he super committed into the damage, but really all he's got is that damage. And that may end up being a little bit of an issue, because currently, funnily enough, it's the Wraith King that is all of the Lifestealer survivability. And if they manage to disable the Wraith King or take him out of the fight in a different way, that will be a pretty quick kill on the Lifestealer, because Medusa is really starting to do damage as well. Especially during
Not enough to get rid of these Guardians, though.
Yeah, Guardians are always rough. They're just kind of strong. You gotta be careful, you know. It's a tier 4.
I don't know. I feel like Supreme hasn't struggled with any type of neutral so far.
Well, it's Lifestealer. It's kind of his thing, you know. He kills things.
This is jam. It's just shtick, so to say. And we're getting close to a point where a winning duel can be forced. Radiant now up to 94 points.
Yep. Very much nearing completion here. Well, that is assuming they can win the duel.
Oh, they're getting close to 1 million net worth now. Good God. In the meantime, Wollex dying to
I actually
neutrals.
never
This
seen
is
a million
awkward.
net worth lead. I don't think so. Have I? Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen 1 million before.
Oh, there we go. I was wondering how it was going to be displayed. Alright. That's a 1 million net worth lead right there. Is this the finals? No, this is semi-finals right now of the winners bracket. After this, we're going to be doing winners finals, and then probably going to do losers semis, losers finals, and then grands. That's probably the plan.
Yeah, we're halfway there, folks. A little bit like that net worth sign when the coins just keep disappearing. Half in, half out. Let's shake it all out.
Yeah, this is looking a little bit rough. Both
I
teams
think
seem...
what they
yeah.
can really do.
Both teams seem to be like at... which is something that happens pretty frequently, but both teams are at a state where it's just like, okay, we're so close to a final duel, we're just going to go out and grind out the bosses to get them. And the other team's like, okay, they're so close to a final duel, they're just going to grind out the bosses to get them, so we're going to go out and grind out bosses while they're doing that.
Yeah, otherwise you just fight into them, and if it goes wrong, they not only get the boss, they also get points for your kills.
Yeah, it just makes it easier for them, and they don't really want to fight right now, so you're the team that's behind, and if the enemy team doesn't want to fight you, you're like, okay, cool.
Thank God, finally we can get a few items.
Alright, that's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. Now, what's really important here is that the Dire is actually able to take bosses, though, right? Temple Guardians, of course, are a little bit rough, but other than that, it seems that they definitely have the ability to. And that's valuable. They need that, right? They need the ability to take down these bosses.
Need something oh, Supreme! Okay. I mean, you still get it, but you underestimated the Guardians.
Well, he's not that tanky. That's what I brought up earlier. Oh, okay. Time to go into a final duel. You know what? Supreme being dead here actually matters. It's funny, he's got this elixir in his backpack that he wants to use, and he's gonna have to just deal with the fact that he won't have boots at the very start of this fight. No, but it doesn't seem like it actually does matter that much. He just jumps into the Spirit Breaker. We've got two watchtowers being thrown down.
Let's go deep. As I said, watchtowers coming out, so they've got control of the side of the map. There's a charge in, straight on the Pada.
Oh my God!
It doesn't connect on the Lifestealer, no! It's not going to be enough. Now they're going to try and pretend the Stone Gate's coming out, but he's doing too much work. Lifestealer going to be turned around. He will go into the Wraith form. Can he get rid of Panther at the end of this? He might be able to, but will he have any teammates left is the real question. Nyx, still alive for the time being. Cyberpunk does come back in. Definitely blast through. Medusa fully healed up. They're trying to do enough. The disarm's going to be there, but no. Wraith King, I don't think you can do enough alone.
No, they can't.
Oh. They may actually be okay. There we go. Stunned up. Wraith King will go down for the second time. In a few seconds, he will be dead for good in this duel.
I mean, that was an absolutely beautiful Chronosphere, right? That absolutely got it. Incredible. Got a Divine Rapier on the Medusa.
She wanted to hit hard. She did. You know,
she wants to do some damage.
Lifestealer. That was the part, right? It looked pretty tragic because you maybe don't realize that the Rapier is coming out like that. And then the Lifestealer's just sitting there going, wait, what? No, I always win these one-on-ones with Medusa. What's happened? Just see his health pool just completely disappear.
She does 2,000 extra damage now. Like, Divine Rapier is a lot of damage. You gotta be very, very careful when you're fighting her now. Alright, gonna go ahead and take down these Temple Guardians. And, yeah, that's a level 5 Skadi as well. I'm kind of surprised to see her not pick up the Judecca. Judecca is so popular. But I guess, you know, you want to, like, slow the attack speed. Oh my God!
Oh!
The bitch just almost got her! Oh, what is that? Spirit Bear. Alright.
He's scary.
That's a maxed out Spirit Bear, right? So, like, the Spirit Bear has 10,000 base HP. It's got a base attack time of 0.65, 42 armor.
Well, let's see what he can do this time. He's going to have to actually find a pick off.
Yeah, he's got max out
They didn't
Aghanim's.
want to repeat. Echo's just scouting out right now. You can see it. It's on the Wollex once. Forced the BKB. The bash coming out. Wollex has to use the Abyssal defensively. Now the Stone Gate's activated. Just turning on. Can they do enough? Chrono connects onto one. No. They didn't catch them properly this time. Devlin Blast to try and push them in. It might just about get them there. Refresh them. No, Chrono! It's not there! He can't get it out. Medusa with a false promise to protect. But the bash now going to come out. Locked into the spot. You can't attack back anymore now.
That's it.
Now it's looking tragic for Dire. as Panther will just evaporate, and Oracle stands looking helpless as Radiant do not lose a single hero.
I mean, that's the chronosphere matters so much in these fights, right? And the first chrono in that fight went on nobody. It didn't even hit the Nyx, right? The Nyx wasn't in the chrono. And the second one didn't even come out. I mean, Nero is crucial to these fights. Also, my daughter just crashed. But sadly, he just wasn't quite able to pull through. Well, let me go ahead and check what's next. We have, so I'm gonna go, that was Alpha Boys versus Way to Death. And I think Way to Death just completely annihilated them. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in the winner. Yes, thank you. And Not Yet Dead versus Kindergarten. Is that still going on? And then at the bottom we have Alpha Boys is now going to be playing Jada Strategy. And something Hero Puddle, by the way, beating Exodus. So Exodus is out. Kind of a shame, but alright. And then we now have them waiting for the winner between Not Yet Dead and Kindergarten. Alright, let me see if Chise is in a game. Oh yeah, it seems that game is actually just about... No, that was half an hour ago. Never mind. Actually, no, never mind. That was an hour ago. Alright. I got some food.
Oh.
Alright, so... yes, this is actually the other... Wow, this is actually really damn close. Holy hell, I didn't expect that. This is Not Yet Dead versus Kindergarten. This is the other match that's going on right now. And, damn, this is actually 76 to 75. Gotta go ahead and update the names really quick. There we go.
What we got? Timber in the game. Actually, got the Phantom Assassin on one side alongside the Shadow Fiend. That's actually a scary amount of armor missing from heroes, actually.
And yeah, I do have that right.
Oh, we do get Tusk this game though.
Oh, that's cool.
Could be pretty big.
Yeah, I'm excited to see some Tusk.
Especially against the Bane, the snowball saves. You can screw him over pretty hard. I'll mention the tag team, of course, the other obvious reason. Especially when you do have a Chaos Knight. Whoop. Well, I'm not sure if I've never tested whether the Phantasm procs it because it's a unique type of illusion. I don't think it does.
Do normal illusions proc it?
No.
I wouldn't expect it to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. Like, Phantasm's unique, but it's still an illusion.
Yeah. Now, honestly, I think that they may have picked this hero not so much for the tag team, but probably just for the snowball and actually Walrus Kick, funnily enough. I think Walrus Kick is quite powerful. Because if you look at the enemy team, you've got Nyx, who likes to just burrow down and then sit there. So you just kick him out. And what's he gonna do then? You know, like, he needs to take forever to come back in. And Phantom Assassin, which is a hero that very much relies on BKB, and you just kick him out of there. Right?
My favorite thing for Walrus Kicks, even though it's counterintuitive, is when you have a Grimstroke on your team. Because you go after the soul-minded targets, you kick them away from each other. It breaks the link, but it's pretty amusing to watch. It's just one of those abilities that's so enjoyable.
Oh yeah, I love Walrus Kick. It's such a fun ability.
Going to fight, Walrus Kick away, gets rid of one, and now going to turn around. BKB out of the Shadow Fiend goes stands ground, Abyss comes out. But not really doing too much work. Now the Bash is out, Tusk getting pretty low. They'll get rid of them all.
They're getting
the only one left alive, slept the whole fight, couldn't even participate.
Yeah, so that's, by the way, that's the power of that Shadow Fiend, right? Shadow Fiend went for the -15 presence aura. So currently presence of the Dark Lord reduces our armor by 25. And if you have a team that does as much physical damage as they do, right? They've got the Phantom Assassin, which hits super, super hard. And from what I can tell, even this Nyx... Oh, actually, no, not so much, sorry. But those two heroes alone, you know, good Spirit Breaker coming in, hitting pretty hard as well. He went for a lot of attack speed, trying to just kind of perma-stun people. That's scary, right? And honestly, it just makes everybody on your team just attack with nukes, essentially. You know? Just every single hit hurts a ton.
Yeah.
I think these fights, what we can expect, is probably just very quick fights where whoever gets the jump wins. Alright, you saw right there that Kindergarten just completely annihilated Not Yet Dead. But at the same time, there's a reason why the score is rather even. And I imagine that reason is there is a ton of burst and a ton of power with that Titan and the Chaos Knight, like these super scary, super powerful ultimates on the dire side that can come out at any moment. And it's really just a matter of getting the right opportunities and then being able to use them.
It's all about the way you engage. Dire is really focused around this 5-man straight-in lineup. Whereas actually, if you look at Radiant, they're very gank-focused. Right? You can get quick pickoffs with the PA. The Nyx can set things up. The Spirit Breaker can set things up. It's not this big team ult like a Chrono or, you know, in reference to this game, things like Earth Splitter and Stomps. It's just looking for that opening kill.
Yeah.
And they actually, the other thing to be, like, highlight here is actually Nyx with the Vendetta. Keep in mind they added a break to that now, and you're against a Timbersaw.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
So Timber died very fast. That's why you saw him not just getting tickled by the Nyx when he just revealed in Vendetta.
That's news to me. That's cool. All right, that's definitely a way to like deal with the nonsense coming out.
Oh. Breaker. All right, they're going in. There's the Fiend's Grip coming out as well. Timber mounts so quick, will go down. Earth Splitter through. Does decent damage. Now they're going to turn around. Trying to find him. Stunned through. It's so good from Kenny. And it looks like Chaos Knight can't do a damn thing. They'll just run them through. It's an ultra kill for the PA. It does give him the rampage. There it is. He gets it. Buff AM. Eviscerate all 5 members of the dire side. And they'll celebrate by eating some bear steak.
Damn, that Shadow Fiend was so close to dead, but then just, you know, like he gets one attack out, heals up back to 4. Almost dead again, he gets another attack out, back to 4. Like that just really saved the fight that they weren't quite able to secure that kill.
Instead, it looks like Radiant's about to secure themselves the final duel. The opportunity to secure the game, in fact. Oh, PA? Respect the Bogdug, please. Think of your own health and safety here, folks.
Yeah, you don't want to sit underneath that guy when he comes jumping down on you. Nah,
I mean, it depends, you know, where you get your kicks. Maybe you're in.
Maybe the Phantom Assassin does like that. In that case, no judging. All right, I'm not here to kink shame people. All right. We got ourselves a nice final duel here.
Yep, Phantasm coming out. He's stunned up, though. They're trying to delay him. They can buy enough time that Phantasm's useless, and this is an easy win for them.
Yeah.
They're just whittling down the illusions, but nothing in return.
If they can kill the illusions or just stall them out.
Disruption. Now they can charge in, surround the Shadow Demon, trying to get rid of him quick enough. Yes, they can. He's going to go down. He's gone. BKBs are activated. They're just going to go loose. They'll split it through. Going to split up the fight a little bit. Drags in the Nyx with the Spike Carapace coming out. The charge through. Gets the kill onto the Timber. Now they're going to come back around. Look at this. Shadow Fiend getting super low. The pause, though. Uh-oh. Oh, resume. They say Shadow Demon's dead. Screw it. Let's go.
That's a rage grid.
He's going to stay alive. There it is. Goes pop. And with his own death, he gets the final kill.
Kindergarten with the first upset of the day. Because they were not expected to win that one. But, yeah, it seems like Not Yet Dead, not too happy about that one. Definitely not too happy about it. And
but they're not yet dead, remember? So it's
not
pretty
quite.
fitting because they are in the losers bracket, lower bracket, losers bracket, low. I don't know, the L bracket. There you go. both are actually accurate now.
All right, they are in the lower bracket. We've got Alpha Boys and Shadow G Strategy. Gotta play, and then Not Yet Dead versus something Hero Puddle. And then, in the meantime, in the semifinals, or I guess actually winners finals, in the upper bracket, we've got Kindergarten versus Way to Death. We're going to have that coming up right away. And yeah, that's going to be pretty damn exciting. And I think that's where I'm actually going to like stop this recording. We're going to start a new recording with the winners finals. And kind of just like go from there because this one is already 2 hours long. I'm going to split it up a little bit. So